In a universe flooded with the conventional, one group keeps the brewing spirit alive. The propaganda of Pauperganda.
Hey everybody, happy 2019. We're back in a new studio. Probably doesn't look like it on your end, but the lighting might be a little bit different and such. Before I get too far into our day, let's make sure that everything's looking and sounding good with a quick little text update. If anybody's listening or out there, I'd appreciate a little bit of feedback. We're going to be running our old favorite. This up there with White Infect is, I think, hey, there we are. Shahrazamon, everything looking and sounding good, my friend? Anyway, except me. This is one of the old favorites. This got some love from MTGO Goldfish a couple weeks back, and I figured I'd dust it off, apply it for the metagame, and change some things, and go for there. So, anyway, it's all great. All right, Kunstphrasen in the house. So this very similar to my last few iterations of this, and we'll see how it does today. I'm not even sure what to expect. Right before I went on Christmas break, I noticed an uptick in the friendly league, so I was like, well, you know what, we're just going to start off and see where we can go. But before I get too overzealous, I'm just going to say play league match, and we will see, just in case it does take a while. All right, so we're in the queue, and we've got 3 Ash Barrens, 1 Lone Forest. I think it's 10 islands, I'm not quite sure. 2 Seat of Synod, 4 Thornwood Falls, and 1 Tree of Tales. We'll get back to the list right after this, because just like the old times, we've got a match already. So I think the arena influence of that article, about a month ago, is a little overdone. We'll see how we do here. All right. And we've got okay mana. We're going to keep this. We've got to play. We'll keep. It's weird to get the 1 forest out of our draw, but we'll see what we can do here. Hey, Astor TV First 3D. Happy New Year for Pauper. All right, good to see you. And hype back at you, 665. All right, here we go. We're going to play this, and we'll pass the turn. So, different from this build, I used to just run 3 ninjas. I went instead of Pestermite, which is great when your plan is working. What I prefer in this build, though, is a little page out of Delver's book, and we're running Sprites main. We're going to go get our island here and make everything all nice and tidy. And so my ninja count's a little higher. The spell went down to 3. I used to run 4. Sometimes I do miss it. I do almost always want to see it, but tend to see it enough with Spellstutter Sprite, Counterspell, Dispel, all that stuff. We tend to have quite a bit of counter magic. Now, just because I have Ambush Viper against what looks to be a counter magic deck, normally I would play it right now, but there might be an edict awaiting me, and I'd like to be able to hit and turn our ninja sideways, so I'm just going to pass here. Really want to get that second island, and we should be good. I also added 1 more land to this, so it's the real Boletus comes, and not this deck. I've done okay with this here and there, but this is the big difference, being able to, I used to call this Flash Gordon, sometimes I still do, kind of make things happen on their turn. A lot of the creatures have Flash, so we'll go from there and see what happens. All right, so we have Dispel backup. How cool would it have been to have dropped, you know what, that turn? I'm going to try to turn on our ninja here. Pretty sure this won't work, but it's worth drawing a card because we really need to hit our land. What I was noticing with the 19 land build was that I often needed that 1 extra land because, you know, longbow activations are pretty pricey. So we'll close this out here, keep our real estate going here. Hopefully this hits. Hey, it hit. All right, cool. Well, I'm feeling good. Yeah. We'll probably see a edict, I would assume, but it's still going to be on their turn unless they've got one of the Diabolic Persuasion. Here we are, everybody. Shahrazamon in the house. TVV First 3D. There it is. Spelled weird, but it's supposed to be twisted. LOL. Twisted. Oh, twisted. All right. First time catching the stream live. Well, as you'll know, I tend to be the butcherer of names. If I had a different card frame, I should have probably named it that. So trying to read live and everything screwed up with number lingo and stuff like that. Please forgive me. I love the deck, but I pilot it poorly, says Syscoms. Well, I do too sometimes, my friend. Sometimes it can be it can be rough. It's got quite a few iterations. Holy cow, are we like really hurting here? Well, seeing as how we've seen edicts, I'm going to put out kind of our least, what would you say, just formidable creature. You know, I added a land, and here we go. We're not drawing them, but we'll draw into them sooner or later. And we got nice counter spells once our islands show up. Who knows? You always wonder if you cycle that Ash Barrens or if you didn't cycle it. Does it turn into other good stuff? Very strange that he is going after the life. Must have a very slow hand. I would have tried to keep up 2 islands, but maybe they've got a answer there. All right, here we go. So I'm going to wait till end of turn. That's the benefit of having a Viper. I mean, you could drop the Longbow here. We've got nice counter magic backup. So we're going to be able to end of turn drop the Viper and protect it with double Dispel. Hopefully we just keep drawing islands at this point. So, I was so influenced by kind of this mana base and the style that I was trying to make an all blue Infect deck. You know me, always trying to force through Infect, but it was terrible. So I shelved it after about 40 minutes of looking at it. Boy, we are just really on the outs here. Let's try to draw another land here. Having that little end of turn flash creature really tends to negate a lot of the advantages blue seems to have, or you know, end of turn control style decks. Pretty cool. So this is probably that. We'll try to save it. It's worth drawing a card for. Main deck Dispel, you betcha. Run 3. Sometimes I run 4. Depends on the meta. All right. Well, that's a 2 for 2. We'll say no on that. That would have been nice if that lived. But we get nothing. Here we are. Oh no, Syscoms, don't tell me there's audio issues. What kind of issues, my friend? Sounds fine to me, says Shiraz. All right, that's what I like to hear. The old reboot, sometimes I'll do it. Not reboot, but just bringing it down, bringing it back up. Seems to be the fix for just about everything. Wouldn't it be cool if humans were that way? It's like getting old, hair falling out like me, little ailments, and you just go to some reboot clinic and just store your brain over here, give you a little 1, 2, and boom. Alrighty, well, our Ambush Viper is going to be our nice little green Doomblade for that, but it'll be able to hit black creatures, and then we'll probably Murasa it back. That's why I love Dispel in this list. A lot of islands. I just hope we draw some more islands. Good grief. We're not drawing any. I'm going to keep up Dispel mana. Boy, he's got 2 Karoo lands and 2 other ones. You'd think we need to add 4 lands after this draw, but it's alright. We're either going to probably walk into some counter magic. It's probably not expecting another Dispel in our hand, especially being mana screwed like this. We'll see. Alrighty, let's see. We'll drop this before blocks. At least we'll be able to go up to 26 if we can kill this dude. Let's see what he's got. Tragic Slip. Let's Dispel that. What has he got? Nope. Alright. Healthy amount of counter magic in this list. Okay. 2 for 2 again. We take 5, but we'll be able to go get it back. Just hopefully we draw some land here. Come on. Uh-oh. That actually hurts us. And down goes our ability to use both Murasas in our hand. That sucked. Boy, oh boy. This is looking grim. I'm going to drop this, keep up counter magic, and it looks like we're going to be at 10 real quick. This went sideways pretty quickly. See what we can do here. Positive energy, positive energy. Come on. 2, 4, 6, 7 mana of our opponent to our 3. And a 5/5. 8 mana to our 3. Like I said, there were too many times this was happening. That's why I added a land, but you wouldn't know it after this outing. Yeah, the bog hurt. Twisted with the truth. Not much I can do if we don't draw this stuff. All right. Our combo's part out, so at this point, you know, Relic's nice. We have one. But against angler builds, I don't really like it as much as I do just getting land. So I'm going to look this over once. Our options, a Relic, another bow, which we don't have to fear. We already got one out. Tree of Tails, which we don't need green. We have 1 source is enough. Seat, I'd like to get. We'll drop that. And then we'll play it. Not make that error. Doink. All right, here we are. Borderland Ranger. That's right. The Bluterland. Try saying that. That's a weird one. Forbidden Alchemy. Gonna take quite a bit for this one to come back. Let's see what he's gonna get at least though. Counter magic to our counters. Forbidden Alchemy. Exile Zone. Alright. We've got no bouncy screen, so that's pretty nice. I was playing a little bit of MTG Arena on Pauper. That was pretty fun. If you follow on Facebook, we had a pretty cool little white weenie build. That was nice. Yowza. Well, at least we have a Murasa target. It's only going to put us up 1 life for this turn, though. Actually, still want to just draw another island here because I can Murasa and have Counterspell backup. All right. Well, that puts us in a wee bit healthy range. Rather get countered on their turn. I'll do it on upkeep. And I'm bad at doing this, but try to use your seats before your islands. Pretty rare against Dimir that they're going to have artifact removal, but it is relevant for a lot of other matchups. So try to keep their keep them honest. Let's get up to 12, hopefully. Hey, it worked. I'll see your Gurmag Angler and force my mana to work right, damn it. Let's go get some more poison creatures, please. Ambush Viper would be really nice right now. Mana's feeling decent. With this, I think I'm going to maybe go grab. Let's do this with this with this. We've got a blocker. Yeah. And there's a reason we have 2 Seed of the Synod. I'm going to probably go grab it. Relic's interesting here. We could trip it. We've got instant action. His Edict's gone. I don't know what you guys think. I'm pulling for seats so we can Murasa again. Yeah, I like the seat here. Sorry, I asked you guys and I'm just ignoring you. All right, keep the chat going just so I know. New studio and all, new hardware, all kinds of stuff. So I'm just happy there's picture and sound and things are looking and sounding decent. At least I hope so. Yeah, I'm going to stop that from happening. Let's see what that is about. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 dispels. This guy might be a little bit like, oh man, what am I going up against? All right, twisted on my side. I like that. Do we really want to do this? 2, 4, 6, 7. We force him to flash it back. I'm going to do it. We don't have that much life to play around with. I know he can just flash it back, but get a target in our graveyard, go up some life. He'll probably just flash it back, though. Oh, that's kind of painful. He's got 2 in the yard. Okay, now Relic would be a good thing if I can Trinket. If we draw into an island, well, we'd need 2 islands to drop it and throw it. No Delusions of Grandeur here. I think this one is pretty dead here. Now we're kind of forced to do this. So we're going to go boom, boom, boom. Murasa this back. Now if he's got the counter, this will hurt real bad. 1, 2, 3. We'll drop this. Keep our double option of the Thornwood Falls open. Our land's coming back. Feeling pretty good. We're going to go grab that Relic. Now we grab it. Yowza. All right. Well, we can still withstand 1 more hit. Yes. We will grab the Relic. We will not be shy of using it, especially with 2 Murasas in our yard. And no real... Our dude's done his work as far as the Trinket Mage goes. He's got our land right. Too bad a 5/5 is really kind of hurting our math here, even though we've gained 12 life. Yowza. This is not looking good. Time to start hard casting some ninjas. Trip some fools. We should have been dead 3 turns ago, but thank you to the Church of Murasa, as I'm fond of saying. Down to 3. Thank God there's no mountains in our future. All right. Been seeing some hardcore old timers in the queues lately. Pretty cool. Very nice to see. All right. We're going to just do this now. Draw a card. Get rid of all that. Cool. Let's see, 1, 2, and then we could do 1, 2, 3, 4 with that. Yeah, we could at least drop this dude as a blocker. All right. Now he's regretting not flashing back that Chainer's Edict, because he'd have an option here. So we'll wait till the actual attack. I think if that Miscreant lives, I'm just going to end of turn Viper so that I can start taking some stuff down. This deck does tend to be able to pull back from the brink of death like this quite often. I want to just try to really set up. I know he had 2 Edicts before, probably a lot of removal here, but I still want to try to see what happens. We can always hard cast ninjas for blockers in a pinch too. Okay, that lives. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can make things alive. Hopefully if he has removal, it's 1 mana, because we've got an answer here. No, it's 2. Alright, well, that blows. We'll drop that. That's dead. Whew. Less likely that they will have... Like, I could hard cast a ninja and then we're kind of naked, right? Anything he's got, he wins the game. So I think we got to lean on the Sprite here. Maybe they preordain first and we get a 2-for-1 in the counter magic department. And at least we dodge Edict that way and buy ourselves a turn. Without, though, we're going to really have to be focused on hard casting those ninjas as just speed bumps in their very near future. Alright, well, instant answer or no? Let's see. Can we block and save another life? Gotta watch my time. That's one of the bad things about this deck. Okay. So we're dead here. Off to game 2. I'll put a big L there. This is, what would we call that? Demir Teachings or Alchemy? One of those little hybrids. Okay. Here we are. I know Relic's really good early. I'm not a fan of seeing it. I want that 4th Dispel though. Macabre's nice, but not needed here. The reason I run 2, a lot of people always kind of looking at my list saying, why you run all 4 because of Tron and such, but with 3 Murasas, it's fun to get back Macabre at instant speed or Spellstutter Sprite at that point and be able to counter stuff willy-nilly. Now, we don't have to really worry about our package as far as Viridian Longbow goes. I do like Relic. I'll keep it in this one. I don't like it enough to have 2, even against this matchup. So now comes the question of what do we lose? He's got quite a bit of removal. I'm not quite sure if Faerie would be a little bit overkill here. Hydroblast obviously not needed. I want to start turning things sideways as soon as possible. These are nice for the redundancy, being able to find them, even though we're only running mostly, or I should say mostly because we're only running 3 Trinket Mages here. So, all right. Now, what to lose? I want to be creature heavy. I think I'm going to lose 1 Preordain here. I'd rather lean on Sprites. Yeah, like I said, mana was a big time issue there. I think we probably could have pulled out of that one normally, but we'll see. Let's see what we do. And hope for the best here with the 4 Dispel package. Now, you could argue too, and you would be right too, Pestermite would have been better in that matchup. Probably saved us 5 life here and there, because if the combo's not there, that's fine. You can always tap the Gurmag Angler before combat. So that's good times. All right. Well, we got kind of what we need here. We'll keep this. I really hope we draw a basic, because the main reason I ran Miscreants over Pestermites is because of this as a turn 2 spell and being able to get around Edicts and yet more targets and turning on the Sprite a little bit sooner. So we'll see. Man, chat's quiet, guys. Keep it coming, just so I know I'm not talking to a wall here. Been about 3 weeks since I've even competed, so I'm not quite sure what the metagame's doing, and we're playing something kind of weird here, so this is where it's kind of tricky. It's like, see, I want to get my mana right. I really do. But play the Barrens, turn on the Ninja. I think I'm going to do that. Come on, let's just draw into another island here. That would be awesome. Boom, boom. Bring this back. Things. All right, test. There it is. Good times. We'll return this. Bam. What are we getting here? Already played a land, but it'd be so nice to get another one. Make us feel like we're on easy street. There we go. All right. So you get a little Bob Ross going on there. So we're going to have some nice counter magic if we can withstand anything here. We're going to probably drop the Miscreant and hold on to the Sprite. This is probably dead meat here. All right. Not quite sure. We might want to sneak out the longbow while we can, given that we're up against a little bit of counter magic here. Yeah. I'm going to preordain first. See what we can see. Alright, well we don't have... Throw this on the bottom. I'd really like that normally. You know what? I'm going to throw that on the top. And I'm going to throw this on the bottom. We still really need to hit our mana. So get out our longbow. So now all we need is forest and our dudes, and we'll start at least representing a threat. We've got quite a bit of counter magic and redundancy in Pulse of Murasa. So, oh, I didn't know Bob Ross had his own thing there. I still remember how I ransacked my LGS tournament with Terrifying Presence. Good times. Yes. The only drawback to Terrifying Presence is, and it can be a big one, is somebody like Vines of Vast Woods, your creature that you target, the whole fog effect goes away. So it can be a little fragile against the wrong decks. I watched a streamer cosplay a grandma do a paint along live on Twitch with Bob Ross. It was hilarious. Yeah, I bet most people will get pretty laughed at. Twisted says, pretty soon, so I didn't see my opinion about the sideboard, but my first pick was Bo, and you mentioned the 3 Trinket Mages when I was going to say Preordain, which you ended up picking anyway. Hey, all right. Maybe my caffeine's kicking in. Who knows? All right, we're going to do this straight away. We'll drop this. We'll sit back on Sprite. We'll go get our forest, make everything right. And we can go nab a end of turn ninja. Worst case scenario, or sit back on this stuff. We'll see. All right, at least our mana's showing up decently here. That sounds like a pretty good time, Shiraz. I could see somebody just really dying bad on those. All right, let's bring back the ninja. Again, playing the Mother May I game at the end of turn is always kind of relaxing against a very control-heavy deck. Makes them ask the big questions like, do I tap out now or later? Miscalculation. I think that card's a little underplayed. Actually, Mana Leak's way more underplayed, but that one at least has a cycling effect. Nope, that's fine. Okay, now our mana's showing up. Now we need a death creature to show up. Wait, think we're the control element here. Look at this hand. Very funny dude, says he a scam baiter. Okay, I'm not quite sure what that's all about. I don't want this advantage to sit. I'm going to just counter it. I know I can flash it back, but looks like a bit of a desperation hit a land drop play. I'm going to just drop this here. Hopefully we top deck in a ninja or Murasa and we can turn this on and start drawing some cards. Hey, there's something. We'll bring this back. We can at least support it. I'm not going to equip it yet. We'll attack here. If I had one more land, obviously it would, but at least we're representing some sort of board threat. Not much of one. I'm going to take way too long to kill somebody with 2s, which is why in the initial builds of this I used to run Bone Splitter. And when you don't have Pestermite, because Pestermite can be a beast in the air, especially got 2 of them out there, that's like a Fire Blast a turn. But in this scenario, sometimes it feels a little lacking. Whatever this is, let's hope it's an instant. Not that we have to counter. Don't want to be counter happy, as I'm often chiding my opponents. Well, that one we'll take. Oh, I forgot they pay the life first, and then you can still counter it. That's pretty cool. All right. Where's the angler? Where's the angler? What do we got here? Edict. All right. We'll drop this. It's not as important as the other part of our combo. He might be waiting on... Oh, if he had Tragic Slip, he'd have played it right now. Alrighty. Well, I don't need that, so I'm going to represent like I've got something else. We'll keep up counter magic. No need to attack. We can just zap for the same amount of stuff and have the flexibility of an answer there. And I also, if you'll notice our sideboard, we didn't have much time to go over it because it fired so fast. I was expecting a little bit of a weird angle there, but oh, this isn't looking good. Our time's down, and he's 1 for 1-ing us on the damage department. Really want to draw into a ninja here to just start representing, getting a little bit of advantage. Ugh, not liking that. Okay, 1 game screwed. This game flooded. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. I was just saying how we should sit back and have the option, but all right, we'll just ride this Dispel for all it's worth. Looks like we're going to be put to a decision here. I'm going to say no on that. Just of the opinion, drop the advantages as far as their options to have them. Never know. It's one of those Murphy's Law sort of scenarios. Sometimes they'll draw dead, and it's better to hold off for counter magic or removal. It's kind of representing that we have, especially because he's already got Edict in the yard and ready to go. So I'm not so eager to keep that line of play relevant. Okay, well, we've got an end of turn something or other. Ay. Not looking good. Looks like we're going to lose this first game. Not so fast. We'll see if we can turn it around. One Murasa's in our yard. We got 2 more. Our life's nice and healthy. Problem is we got to win twice in 12 minutes, and this deck can be a little long-winded, like your host. Let us see. Hopefully you guys all had a great holiday. I know I did. Very relaxing. Except for the last week. My goodness. Moving is a very young man's game. We hired people and all, but still just hanging up pictures and just very different variety of things going on. And in fact, one of the compliments we got paid, though, by the movers and by our first guests were like, "You've only been here for 2 days?" It's like, because I kind of get like this tunnel vision where I've got to get everything down and ready and all set. So I get a little obsessive when it comes to getting stuff done. Hey, little fights in the house. By the way, there was a new blue hexproof creature spoiled. Oh yeah, the blue boggles. That's right, Kunstphrasen. That is correct. Oh man, I wish I had yet another Fae out, but we don't. Yeah, and a big shout out to Stephen Wake, one of our viewers out there. His very generous support on buymeacoffee.com. You guys have seen that ad. It really every little bit helps, and nothing little about every little bit with him. He really went over the top. Very nice way. I saw that, I think, a little after Christmas Day. I was like, oh, that's a nice Christmas present. And if you notice, the quote of the card I'm sitting in is Charles Simic. Never knew this poet, but I Googled Simic poet, like thinking I was a poem, and it came up with this guy named Charles Simic. It's like, what a cool last name. I wonder what nationality that is. But so there's a Mr. Simic out there, and if he's a Magic fan, I would think we found his deck that he should be playing. Maybe he'd be playing it better. Missed you too, little fight. Good to see you again, my friend. It has been a while. All right, how long am I going to hold on to that Sprite? Let's see, Ninja. I've got Chainer's Edict. I'm going to hold it. We're not taking much damage here. He's hunting for that angler. Let's see. I'm weird, though. Whenever I move into a new place, screw the couches and the boxes. The pictures have to go up first. All the artwork, everything's got to go up. So I would greatly bet against us winning or losing this one here. We need a whole lot of stuff to go right. We need them to pretty much have no removal. And we already see one in the yard. Yeah, I'm just going to sit back like I've got a bunch of answers. Hopefully there's something of the 2-mana Persuasion, and we can at least answer it. We're not in that big of trouble life-wise, but 7 cards to our 2, which kind of feel like 1. I've not put up pictures in my new flat, said Shiraz. Yeah, it's like the very first thing I like to do. All right, we'll at least try to get our volume out so that anything like a Chainer's Edict at least has other targets, and we have the option to block. All right, so instead we're just going to take 6 a turn, and we got no answer for this. And Kasplat. So I was trying, oh, that's really shutting the door on us too. I was trying to think of a foil version of this, right, with Gush and Daze. And it's just not there. You got to lean a little heavily on artifact lands with this build to hit the consistency. It just didn't quite like seeing it. Oh boy, what a kick in the face that was. Look at that. We draw the answer to a bog like end of turn, and it's like, oh, here's your answer. Got it right here. So what can we do? We don't even have an option in his yard to keep us alive. Like if he had some island in his graveyard, we could at least throw that back in his hand and withstand one turn of this Augur Angler duo smashing us for 6 a turn. Splat. Got about 2 turns left at this rate. Yeah, I think we're going to start off pretty blah here. The big fat 0-2 lost in round 1. Another angler. Where are our poison critters? Let's look at our exiled. We've got 1 recluse. So there's, geez, 7 more cards in our 39 that can kill stuff. If they ever come out with a Deathouch with haste, that's going to be pretty badass. Well, let's bring this dude out. Let's see. We'll at least be able to live if... Oh, he didn't immediately kill that. Yeah, we'll do this. I'm going to grab a relic. We'll drop this. Play relic. And whatever we hit here is going to hurt him. Doink. Go like this. Oh, Little's already gone already. Boy, that was a quick little in and out. I know he's moving too. It's like our lives have been like mirrors this last year or two. Crazy. Alrighty. So he's got that. Alright. I want to do this on his upkeep. And drop this. Get up to our mana right. Yeah, if he's got a counter here, we're just dead. Alchemy shows up. Boy, that card's brutal. But hey, just because I couldn't make it work in about an hour of looking at it with the as far as the day's foil combo thing go, doesn't mean it's not a thing. Maybe the ultimate build of this does run that. Alright, so we're going to be at 3 life after this. Trinket Mage shenanigans aside, I still think we're really, really dead. We're going to have to hope that he's got nothing. We already see 2 edicts in his yard. First things first, we're going to trip that relic to negate all that alchemy. Maybe it'll make him trip it and tap out before we do much of anything using the Ash Barrens math. What is this new devilry? Kapow! He knows what we're going to do on our upkeep. Alchemy shows up. Miscalculation in the yard. Shiraz says he was playing alchemy before it was cool. Alright, let's draw. No sense in grabbing back a Murasa. Well, that's no help, is it? And we can't really do much of anything outside of, yeah, we're just dead here. So we're going to start off with a nice big LL. We don't like that for the first part of the new year. I mean, I could bring out a blocker. Assuming he even had 3 lands, we still just lose there. Don't really have anything like the Simic Advanced list with, like, you know, 0/6 walls or the Phyrexian Walkers to buy turns with. So we're just going to jump right in here and hope for the best with this new one. I didn't even finish talking about the list here, so hopefully this shows the health of the format, I should say. So we've got 3 Dispels, main, 4 Miscreants, 4 Preordain, 1 Relic, and 2 Longbows. I think the rumors about MTGO not being playable anymore are completely gone now. This is I think that was a knee-jerk reaction. Hopefully you guys didn't sell all your cards. I mean, how many times have people made that mistake? Love this hand. We've got our whole package. We've got a flyer. If a ninja shows up, we're good and we can protect it. We're gonna keep. So I mean, that was faster than arena fires up. So it's just nice to know. Good game, anyways. This is it's twisted, right? Yeah, that's right. Alrighty. Alright, I see green. I know Terrifying Presence is going to be very key. Let's slow roll this. Man, it couldn't be better. Lead off with a Miscreant, because if we draw another one, or a Ninja, or Spellstutter, everything gets better. Page out of Delver's book. Now, see, in this scenario, this is why I kind of lean on Miscreant a little bit more than Pestermite. Pestermite's great when you're already winning, and it's definitely good against control, being able to tap stuff at the beginning of their turn. Very even cards, but man, just really like anytime you can lower your curve, it's a good thing. I think we're going up against Stompy here. Alrighty. Well, we don't have any Murasa. I want to be able to drop that Viper. And I'm going to block, I'm going to sit back and wait to block Ledgewalker. I'm not the aggro here. It's very obvious. Hopefully our Dispels probably aren't going to be the best thing here outside of a Vines of Vastwood. There's not much in the traditional list. Usually Elephant Guide and Rancor are what we're worried about. I will happily trade the Miscreant. Of course, you know, Hunger of the Howl Pack. It's interesting here. If I had Murasa in my hand, I would ambush Viper here on block. That's another good thing about having access to it, because 5/5s with trample and all kinds of great stuff still don't really do much. I'm very happy to play this here. Kind of takes their turn. I'm able to use Dispel, which seems like it might be a bit of a dead card. It kind of tells us he or she doesn't have Hunger of the Howl Pack. 2 cards left. We're feeling pretty good here. Pit Sulk shows up. All right. Viper's going to start doing some service. Let me drop this. This way we can activate it next turn. I'll throw this on the bottom. Our mana's right. We don't really need to worry about hate, so Viridian Longbow doesn't need to be there. Counterspell is pretty badass. I'll throw that on top. It is kind of like a pretty good card. We'll ambush Viper at the end, drop the bow, and start chopping things down. Hopefully. Definitely not on our side yet. Could still get away from us. All right. Here we go. Gonna take 4, it looks like. And sometimes, you know, depending on the list, opponent, what you had for breakfast, I don't know. You can ambush Viper in response to the attack, and sometimes if you notice your opponent's being a little squeamish or hesitant, playing aggro for the first time, used to playing defense, you can have some fun with that and just, you know, pull that out there and be like, I'm going to block, and then it saves you 4 points of damage in that case, but oftentimes not really worth it. I'm going to drop the seat, drop the longbow. We could 2 for 1 if we get in a pinch. We're just trying to survive the next few turns and be able to come back with Pulse of Murasa and start rebuilding. So we are going to take some here. All right. Play this. Play this. I'm going to tap all out. We'll see. Hopefully they just have a forest in their hand. If that's the case, we should have this one. We will equip it. Now any sort of instant shenanigans, and we got them. This is when it hurts, though, because we're going to be taking at least 4. Might be as much as 7. And after next turn, we'll have Counterspell back up, Preordain to search some stuff, and Death on a Stick, which we have this turn, but it's frustrating against Stompy. You know, they've got a lot of things like a Vines here could really make our math not work out. It's always Vines, same as Galvani. Not in my experience so far. All right. Well, I'm going to favor blocking these. Depending on your board state, you can block ping. We'll see. Might end up taking more than that. Is it going to be 7 or just 4? Let's see. Nowadays would feel good, right? Sometimes you don't have that island. Sometimes you've got a seat and an Ash Barrens. Okay, that's a good scenario. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. All right. That kind of blows. Damage is getting close. All right. I want to keep that open. This is where I just would like to find another poison creature. There we go. Boy, these are both pretty good. Poison creature, poison creature. I'm going to throw this on the bottom, this on the top. Need to get some life back here. And this is one of those scenarios I think I'm going to cast it before he does anything so that he just sits back, because that's what you want. You want to buy that one little time walk fog turn of like, hey, look what I got. You going to really attack into this? And then kaboom. Whatever that means. All right. Come on. We can still 4-1. This deck's definitely capable. I haven't played it in quite a while other than just warming up the other day. I'm not quite sure if my original build that I think I got like between 14th and like 18th and like way back like 8 months ago or something in a challenge. And it got the blessing of Kung Fu trees. So that was pretty cool. All right. Let's follow my own advice here. We'll bring out Viper, signifying, hey, you want to walk into these buzzsaw fangs? Let's go. I'll happily kill one. All right. We're going to block here. Go like this. Shoot this. And that's dead. Doesn't matter if it gets bigger. We're down to 2, but we pretty much got board control here, as outside of some crazy shenanigans happening. All right, that makes things feel better. Counterspell. That I'm just going to hard cast this. Hate doing it. The purist in me does not like doing that, but hey, we've got answers here. Gladly take one. Murasa would be nice if it showed up. I think this is similar to like advanced level jujitsu, right? Not the deck or me, just the option. Because if you're new to this deck, I would really suggest that you lean on 4 Murasa's main. Really mops up a lot of wiggle room and things that just make it. I'm going to counter that. I just want to keep the creature count down. I've got it manageable here. Don't want to walk into any sort of tricks. All right, we're just going to shoot that now. We'll let the Square and Ranger hit us. Go to 7. We've got counter magic if we need it. And I'm going to cast it no matter what because I want to turn on that ninja. Hopefully we see a Rancor. Nope. All right, well, we'll just do this. Turn on our ninja, bring back our sprite, and we should be all right. Very favorable matchup, usually. We need to... can always draw bad. All decks can do that. Yeah, the more adept you get with this deck, the more you play it. You can lean a little less on Trinket Mages and Pulse of Murasas, but it's just a nice way of padding your potential pitfalls. Pulse of Murasa is marvelous at doing that, making everything feel like you've got all kinds of options. So go ahead and hit me with those Gurmags. You saw how long we stayed in that first match. We had no business staying in it, and we probably lasted about 4 turns longer than we needed to. Flash Gordon says T-Core 2. Yes, that's an old schooler right there. It's probably the 4th or 5th time we've played this on Pauperganda, one of our favorites, slightly modified. Looks like we're up against Stompy here. And we're just going to zing... kill this. And as we... Okay. Let's attack with these. There's no instant speed creatures, so I'm going to go for this. I'm actually going to bring that back. We can equip it later. Rather draw the 2 cards and really start representing blue Fire Blast every turn that draws 2 cards. This one feels really over. You never know, though. Good to see you again. Hope you enjoyed your holiday. Yes! Just rewind and we'll be able to go over that. All right. And the T-Core, the demise of MTG Online friendly leagues, horribly exaggerated. They're almost firing too fast right now. So, and I haven't been in the leagues for a while, so all that aside. So Terrifying Presence is awesome here, but let's get rid of stuff we don't need. Relic. I'm thinking I'm going to lose 2 Dispels. Right now I'm going to lose 1 Preordain. I'm going to bring in all the Terrifying Presence. This card, I think the knee-jerk reaction of a lot of people out there is just like, why not just run Roman's Peace? Got to read this, guys. Like in that scenario where we were kind of at 10 life and we wanted to block, but we couldn't. Well, we Terrifying Presence. The death touch damage goes through. We can ping, it goes through. We don't take anything. Whole team lives. It's beautiful. But it can be countered by making the creature gain Shroud via, Vines of Vastwood and all those other tricks. Double Longbow. I know they're going to be bringing in some tricks as far as Gleeful Sabotage is often the take. And so that's why another reason why I don't think I'm going to lean on Dispel here. I'm going to take that out. Nature's Claim, interesting. I bring this in over Tranquility now because there's been some artifacts that have been giving me a bit of a hassle, and I just wanted the flexibility. Tranquility is great because Hexproof isn't that great of a matchup, but when you can rely on 4 Terrifying Presence, 14/14 First Striking Trampler doesn't have much game against a 2/1 Death Strike when you can play Terrifying Presence. So that's the logic behind that. We'll bring in 1 arrow. It's a little always afraid of Tribe. So this is what I'm looking at. Let's see if anybody's got a problem with that. We still got a minute. Oh, Bertman's back. Interesting. He has a friendly and competitive, both cute, and just cancels whichever one hasn't found a match. That's interesting. I'm kind of going for more of the show aspect, so it doesn't quite work for me, but that's a good workaround for others that do. Yeah, it's true. You don't have to accept when they both fire. All right. Let's see what we got here. So yeah, we've got a few new commercials planned. I've got just ripped quite a few things to help out the mothership with the new set coming out and all that. So this is great. I mean, we've got early counters. Our mana's right. We've got the fog effect if they've got a super fast start. All we need now is a poison critter, so we'll keep this. Our opponent mulligan, so this is feeling pretty good. And a dissonance of 3 weeks ago came out of the woodwork. I got another top 8 with Bully, and he went all the way. I sure wish I would have met him, because Boris Bully is so good against Stompy, but it ended up squeaking around all the removal and getting the top spot. So it's nice to see Stompy back. A lot like other decks, just its demise is always greatly exaggerated, and it goes a week or two, or nobody sees it for a while. It's almost like a flyer goes around, and all the pilots go, "Oh yeah, check this out." Yep. All right, here we go. Volt Scourge coming at us. Probably the best creature in Pauper, I would argue. What more do you want for a 1 mana spell? Any deck can play it. It has evasion. It gains life. Resets itself after 2 attacks. Beautiful card. I'm expecting a Pit Sulk here. Yep. Oh, yeah. Nasty's usually playing Angler Control decks, isn't he? All right. Bit of a fast start here. What we really like here is maybe like a counter a Rancor, block the Scourge. I guess that'd be just a bad play if that scenario happened. Why would you attack with the Scourge if you saw that? But we'll see. Let's see here. Yeah, I watched him play, I think 2 weeks ago or something, while I was at my relative's house up north. That was pretty cool. Getting a little Pauper in my life, even though I wasn't playing. It's fun watching others have a good time. Dun, dun, dun. I usually watch Bertman. He is a cool dude. Beast of a Tron player. Well, he's got that on me by far. We've all seen me try to play Tron. I think one time. Of course, the deck sure didn't like me. I remember that being a common theme. It was like, Lordy, could this draw any worse? All right, here we are up against St. Joint Park, who's probably taking a bathroom break from the length of time pondering over these 4 cards. I was looking at the old lists when I started streaming, and pretty interested how few of them are still around. Like I think it was Bertman was there. Bow Unicorn used to be a thing. Remember that? So I'm gonna block this. I'll play the Scourge. Oh, nice, Roz. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's like poker. The old what do they call that? The money won is twice as sweet as it being earned. It's kind of the similar in Magic, where it's like coming back from 1 life victories seem like they should be worth like 5 victories instead of just running over somebody. So here we are. Nice, Decor. All right, so we might be running into a bit of a mutagenic issue here with Pit Sulk, but it's going to risk it. Terrifying Presence allows us to play around it a little bit. It's just another Pit Sulk. All right, let's see where this goes. Anything else? Anything else? Probably, knowing Stompy. There it is. Rancor. Good baiting sequence there on our opponent's part. We have that and that. I'm going to Preordain first. Let's see. Oh, we've got this and this. I like this a lot. Top and top. Sorry, I'm using my boy's room for the time being till my studio's fully up and running. So if you heard anything in the background, that was him entering the abode. All right. Let's play this just because next turn we've got Longbow Math. Might be a bit like last game where we're just got to struggle there. Need to time your mana drops with your Recluse. Usually on turn 3 you want to drop it just so you can activate, and in a lot of matchups have Dispel backup, but still got to cast the Longbow. It's probably sitting on Gleeful, so we might not get much activation out of it. In fact, it might be better to cast the Sprite, or excuse me, cast the bow and sit back on Counter Magic. Of course that won't work there, but on Terrifying Presence as a block, because we have another one coming, so we can be a little. Of course we can't even block Pit Soak, so bye bye that line of thinking. Hard to play out some old number of Preordain Ponder. Yes, it is. Yeah, and if I was going to go more of the Daze foil attempts at this build, which I still don't think is the best way to go, you probably need to lean on Brainstorm at that point. We can't even block these guys. There goes a third of our life total. So next turn, Terrifying Presence will make itself felt. We'll at least be able to take out a Nest Invader. I don't want him to be able to 2-for-1 us with the Seed of Synod, so we're going to just drop this. That's a lot of damage. I'm going to... This is rough. Here's the play. I think we wait on Longbow even longer. I want to be able to Presence, kill this, not take any damage, and be able to counter, like, you know, another Rancor, another Trick, another Vine, something like that. So, all right, caught 4 in the house. Thank you for joining us. So I'm just gonna chill here. You might be able to pull this one off. We got double Presence. We've got Spellstutter. Just got to slow roll this a little bit. Take some stuff down. Hopefully they're holding 3 Gleefuls in their hand. Not hopeful for our Viridian Longbow, but for the time being, tempo-wise and such. Let's see how we can go. Here comes 8 damage. Looks pretty nasty. He might be Googling our list. He's like, oh, well, guess I got to see if he's got it or not. We'll drop this. We'll choose this. We've got answers for Vines of Vastwood if it shows up in our Spellstutter Sprite. Be nice if our ninja showed up. Oh, sure. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Block here. Set here. Take nothing. And we've got Hunger of the Howlpack Insurance in our Sprite. Hopefully that becomes relevant. Of course, it probably would have happened earlier with the Eldrazi spawn play there. It's not a typical Delver deck, says T-Core. I literally want to counter almost every single thing my opponent tries to cast. What's up, RIW Hobbies? I'm sorry I'm reading in reverse. I know there's a few things after that. Good to see ya. All right, well, we've got that covered. Man, come on. Let's let our Spellstutter Sprite be relevant, please. All right, we'll drop this in here. We'll go like this. If I play that and that, I still want to keep Presence open. I'm gonna really slow roll this Longbow play and just try to get what I can out of it. Let's see. Actually, I can play it now and have see if he does have Gleeful, it'll at least represent here. Next turn will be fun. I'll turn that on, but for right now I'm going to set it back. Alrighty. Yeah, if I equip it now, I could kill a Pit Sulk. I don't know. Counting spread, I'm running 18 pieces of counter magic, which are 3 for the 3 of which for a devious cover up. Yeah, that's a great card, isn't it? So I've got Terrifying Presence math. Yeah, I'm going to wait on this. Like the Spellstutter Sprite back up here. Keep my opponent guessing. We're probably not going to lean on the presence here. I don't know. I mean, it's one of those scenarios where you could look at the decision tree depending on what he top decks or she plays. This could have been a good play or a bad play. It's all up in the air. Alrighty. Let's see what we have here. Okay, if that's the only thing happening, okay, well, I'll block the Scourge. I don't know if he forgot that it has reach. Okay. Let's see. If I can do that for 3, I can do that. We'll take this and I'll just, oops, excuse me, cancel that. We'll block here. Rock like this and see what happens. What do we got here? Gotta go. Sorry, I can't watch the rest. I'll catch it on YouTube. Says Twisted. That's right. Good luck. I will need it, my friend. Thank you for joining us. First time catching us live. That's all good. One of these days we'll move to the weekends. Hi, YouTube, says Ross. Into the future. All right. Decision time. What's going on? What's going down? Here we go. Come on. Another bathroom break. Speaking of which, I've been drinking too much coffee myself. I'm going to roll to a old classic commercial here, and we'll see you guys for round 3 in just a few minutes after this one, assuming that we win this one. All right, we'll go down to 6. Take that dude out. What do we got? Our creatures are hitting critical mass. We're going to be able to equip that longbow. What was that? Excuse me. All right. Oh, just a sec. Sorry about that. Never fails. I don't hear from people for weeks, and then boom. Yeah, we're going to keep our dude alive. Let's drop that. For the old gut shot. Taking out our Recluse. Just wondering what the logic that was there. Maybe he's got another one for the other sprite. That would suck. As soon as I get the event up, I'll send you the link. Send it to us too, RAW Hobbies. We're happy to help support you or throw the details in the chat. We got another gut shot. No, it works. Counter magic seems so unfair when you don't play with it for months at a time like I do. It's just like, what? I can just stop things from happening? That's crazy. All right. I'm going to have to lean really heavily on Terrifying Presence now. Ooh, this just got interesting. So we'll take this, this, and this. We'll equip this. Since we're going to be of the... well, there's not much we can do there. Just attack here. Not that we can block much of anything on his side. Man, oh man, I wish we had another sprite in hand. Feel pretty naked if he's got Gleeful Sabotage here. Obviously going to take down the Pit Sulk. Always Mole Drifter. Thank you for that, RAW Hobbies. That's just kind of, it's so silly that that has to be the exception, right? It's like there can be, like who was just saying Burpman's got a great stream going. You don't like me? Go watch him. It's all good. I'm not going to sit here and cry you a river. Sometimes, you know, people, heck, even their voice can get on your nerves. I know there's somebody that really drives me crazy that has a lot of videos out, and I hear their voice and it's like, ugh, just can't watch it. But that's just me. As long as these events are firing fast, I'm happy. Good times. Keep the ideas flowing. So I'm even decks like this, and I did pretty well in the challenge with this the last time I played it. Kaboom. All right, so this is kind of cool. We've already tapped that. This is a great scenario here. He's probably, if he's conspiring this, see if we were leaning on this, we'd have to spoil our hand. So again, always tap the seats before anything else. So all right, I'm going to kill this in response. Doink. And unless he's got another land there, we shall see. We've got the other longbow in hand. I think I'll just take the damage here, though. Input's always amazing. Oh, he didn't kick it. Interesting. Now their source shows up. We might be in deep trouble. Okay. There's that. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. I have to play it and cast it. This is weird. I think we have to take this. We really need to top deck a land because then we can play drop Terrifying Presence, Fog Effect. If I Terrifying Presence now, not so good. Yeah, we're going to just take this. We'll be at 2. Okay, well that at least represents a blocker. Let me think this through. We've got the mana out. We can drop that. Get a probably a Tree of Tails. Might be sitting on another Sabotage. At least I can block one of the pit sulks here. The Recluse can do that. So I mean, pretty obvious pick here. I'll take the seat. I'll play the seat. We will use our artifact mana in case he's got options. Let us drop here. What else we can do in this scenario? I'm going to attack with one of these. Be nice if our ninja showed up, right? All right. This is why every time I look at this sideboard and I'm like, you know, aggro's not out there. You gotta have those 4 Terrifying Presence effects because they get you down quick and you gotta be able to rebuild. So, good grief, what'd you forget this time? Alrighty. He's in my boy's room and he's coming in and out more than I've ever seen him do. He said he wasn't going to be back till 3. That goes to show you. Alright, what do we got? 10 minutes to our 14. Hey, we're up on time. That feels pretty good. What's happening? Come on now. What's cool is, like most houses, you know, there's pluses and minuses to it, but boy, this has all been pluses. We're saving a lot of money. We've got a lot better location. We're up really high, so we just don't need any lights. Like in the other studio, I had to have like 3 sets of lights on to hopefully not get so much of the glare of my Chrome Dome going. But this one is just all natural light, so up nice and high, letting the sun do its work for us. Good times. Sorry for the delay on our opponent's part here. Hopefully everything's working all right. Can't remember. I've seen lists go from 2 to all the way to 4 Gleefuls. So, looks like they've got priority again, or they've had it. I saw some move. All right. Yeah, maybe they hate Pauperganda and are just gonna like try to time out and make the stream be boring. If that's the case, we can go to the restroom ourselves. Oh, never mind. Here it comes. I was getting ready to go. Isn't that always the way it is? Okay, so we will. Interesting. This is tough. If we okay, this makes it a little easier. It's interesting without a Rancor play there. Yeah, he might. Well, no, if he had Rancor and Vines, that still would be a bad play. We know Rancor is one of the cards in his hand. And he thought plenty, so it's not like he just accidentally clicked through the first main. So there is a 2-mana reason why he wants this to go through. And it's probably Vines. But why would he... No. Because then it would just be the auto win if he does that. All right, well, first things first, I'm going to cast Terrifying Presence. And what shall I choose? I'm actually... If he has vines, I'm dead anyway. So I'm going to choose this just to try to have a blocker out. Very surprised given the... There's only one card to be decided here. We know one of them's Rancor. So the fog works. I'm going to take down one of these dudes. Metamorphosis into Flaring Pain, says Shiraz. Yeah, I can do that to death, right? Alright, we have plenty of ways to block the Scourge. Deadly Recluse. When you really look at it, other than the knee-jerk response of like, oh my god, that's such a draft-only card, doesn't belong in Pauper, or blah blah blah, add any sort of troll hate here. It's quite a card for 2 mana. It's 1/2. It's got to have dedicated removal to move it. Trades with anything, and it has reach. 2 mana, folks. I know it sits across from you in draft tables a bit too often to earn respect, but that sucks. Okay, well that's dead. Well, that answers our question at least. We can't block the Pit Sulk, but with we can just kill it here. Yeah, I mean, we didn't need to draw that, but we can just kill it by double equipping Old School and pinging it twice. Don't ever forget that option, right? We'll shoot that. We know he's got a Rancor. So this is our best case scenario here. Knowing that he's got a Rancor in his hand. He's got to go with what you're given. Can't wait for the tidy little combo of a Ambush Viper and such. So he's got a deadly... a useless Rancor so far. Deadly Recluse was one of the first cards I fell in love with when I started playing, said Shiraz. Very cool. Yeah, you see the value in it. It's like you spend all these turns of setup and getting this huge dude out, and a doink, some little spider bites you in the toe when you're putting your sandals on. A little too far from home. All right. Yeah, we can kind of do the same thing here. We don't really even need that Ambush Viper. We can keep him as we can ping and then ping with the Sprite again. So that's why when I was saying earlier, I'm like, you need more mana in this list. When I had 19 mana in it, I always wanted one more, and so that's why that first game against Teachings was really frustrating, because we were screwed, yet I added a land. So he's hellbent now. We'll kill this. We can't screw up at all, though. We'll put this on here. We'll shoot it again. 2/2s can finish the job pretty good, unless you're going against elves or something that's just, you know, if they're at like 40 plus life, this deck feels like it can't get there fast enough, you know. That part sucks. Come on now. What do we got? What do we got? Hedron Crab. Yeah, I like that one too. We're doing pretty good with one of those for a while. All right, here we are. Rancor's in the hand. At 2 life, it looks like we're going to stabilize. A little less dramatic than 1 life, but it's nice that the Thornwood Falls kept us out of losing to a gut shot. More like a crotch shot. It'd be funny if they come up with a card like in 10 more years. You search MTGO for shot and it says crotch shot. I think that's also known as chittering rats. All right, so we're going to shut the door here. Bring out the Viper. You know, one of the cards, it's probably like sitting on a vine, so I'll get out of a double shot territory here. Let us, 1, 2. I'm just going to attack with everything here. I am going to cast Viper end of turn, just to keep everything, now, and then I'm just going to equip it, just to kind of try to get a concession here. Doink. And let's see what happens. Extra Fade to help Sprite counter more stuff. Yeah. Now in this scenario is when you do miss Pestermite, like bing, bing, bing. But at this point, I'd rather just have a little 1-drop early with the Miscreant. I'm like 60% thinking that's the right way to go outside of Pestermite. Bit of a win more card sometimes, but yeah. Bribery Cohort. Yep, I actually have made a few lists with that, or the Dewdrop Spy lets you look at the card. Anything with flash is pretty awesome. It's the reason you pay a little bit more for it. Why that end of turn, and then it's like playing Blue Haste. Not that Blue has all those. All right, so we pull even. We lost to Dimir Teachings and got screwed, and we drew pretty well with Stompy, and we're off to the races. All right, guys, so I'm going to use the restroom, and we'll be back after these commercial breaks. We'll see you soon.
What's the largest number you can think of?
100,000?
999,000.
A million.
In actual fact, it's neither of these. The largest number is about 45 billion, although mathematicians suspect that there may be even larger numbers. With so many different numbers to deal with, it can get a bit confusing. Unless you use maths. Maths stands for Mathematical Antitelharsic Harfatum Septomen. Think of it as the language of numbers, with 1 equaling A, 2 equaling V, 3 equaling hello, and so on. We use maths at almost every point of the day, whether we're working out how to thread our shoelaces, calculating the optimal moment at which to embark upon a conversation, or, if you can fly, planning your trajectory for the journey to work.
The Gruul clans and Riot.
Gruul's strategy is simple. Hit hard, hit fast. The new ability Riot can do both. This Gruul Spellbreaker. This Frenzied Arynx. They strong, they protect you. They excellent Gruul allies. As a creature with Riot enter battlefield, make a choice. Give it a counter, make it bigger. Give haste, make it faster. No enemy can respond to this choice. Creature enters with whichever bonus you took. Sometimes need to smash harder. Sometimes need to crush enemy now. Whatever the fight needs, Gruul are prepared. Riot works no matter how the creature enters the battlefield. Cast it or do it other way does not matter. Bah, enough talk. The Rubble Belt is ours. Ravnica ours. We are Gruul.
And we're back. Here we are. All right, rehydrated, ready to go. Let's see a good hand. Or not. Good, good, good. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll keep this. Yeah, baby. All right, let's see. Drop the falls, drop the falls, drop the falls. Hey, it actually got it right. Most of the time the league match thing is completely off. All right, planes. Deathblade. Ooh. Is this White Nickel? The return of White Nickel? Ah. We'll keep our little Viper Tech here. I think it's more about the sprite at this point. Maybe we can stop some sort of what is this, heroic maybe? Deathblade Elite is such a good card. All right. I guess. Let's see what we have here. Come on. Play something that costs 1. It is that. Interesting. All right. There is that. Okay. Shoot. There's so many 1-drop spells here. I'm going to try to be this weird thing called Patient. Go get an island and get our mana right. And similar to last match, we are not the aggro here. We have Dispel. 5 cards. We could drop the Recluse. The problem is enchantment hate turns Deathblade Elite into a excuse me, he would have the inoculation for the Recluse. Is that the right word? I'm not quite sure. So I'd rather sit back on Dispel / Sprite. Let me Preordain here. Let's make sure our mana's right. Alright, we like these. We're going to be able to block multiple times. But I don't want that many. I've got 2 poison creatures already. Bottom. Top. So I can, if he taps out first, I can at least trade with this and kill it. And I can counter any sort of shenanigans here. We'll see. We're going to sideboard a lot like against Stompy. It's pretty much like there's an aggro sort of sideboard. There's a control, that sort of thing. Hey, Hex and Rouge in the house. Good to see you. Back at you, my friend. Good to see you. It's been a year. Sorry, bad dad joke. All right, what do we got? Stay on this counterspell madness here. We can play this. Feels kind of neat. Who cares what turn it is? You can always play stuff with this deck. First stream of the year. Yes, it is, sir. Many thanks to you, too, my friend. Yeah, it felt like forever. We moved houses, so it's a different studio now, and whoo, mostly all benefits. Feeling good. Of course, we had, Murphy's Law struck, like we were moving, and our washer had some, and one of the hoses goes bad, so we've got a big old pile of laundry. That's a lot of fun. All right, this is what I was waiting for. I'm going to stop that from happening with this. Huzzah! And it'll at least trade with the Deathblade unless he's got some sort of another ethereal armor for it. Problem is that heroic dude gets bigger and better, even though it just got focused on. Not like we can block and trade with it, but we can at least trade with the Deathblade, which is kind of the point. I want to turn on that Recluse. Outside of first strike damage, our Recluse is going to be Skyguard bait. Come on, Deathblade, what you got? Yeah, Prohibit's often underplayed. That's a great card. Defiant Strike. Interesting, he chose that. I guess you don't have to attack with the Deathblade. He's just going for the kill. This is a little worrisome, unless he's got mutagenic here. Is he provoking it? Targeting Spellstutter Sprite. Okay. No illegal blocks here. Let's see what we can do. No mutagenic. I think he would play it on the other one if we had it. I'm kind of happy for that to go down. I was expecting mutagenic to be in the house there. Alright, now we've got 2 blue backup for Counterspell and Deadly Recluse. Let's play it. Don't have to really worry about the spell in this matchup, as I just see a Defiant Strike. Might be a bit of a difference there. But like Chow Mano and stuff, that's an enchantment. That's why I love it, because it plays like an instant, but it isn't. I always want Familiar's Ruse to be a common. I'm not quite sure I get you, Shiraz. Hey, have you guys seen the new, I think just today, Blade Juggler and Burning Tree Vandal came out. Burning Tree Vandal is like a 3-drop that gives you kind of a small Faithless Looting effect, and it says May. And it has that new keyword in it, like where you can make it have haste and stuff. I was pretty impressed. Pretty neat. So if we just block, kill, and then end of turn Viper, and then we've got Death on a Stick after that. Got to be real careful, though, for Chow Mano's Blessing. We got to... it's tough. I think we let this through. I'm going to let it through. I can kill that every which way. Chow Mano is game over if it hits. Alright. And we still have a play to maximize our mana turn here. Alright. Totally useless. But we'll drop the longbow. Do I kill it now or later? I equip now. I can respond to Chow Mano. How do you like the new Knife Juggler? Yes, that's the one. Blade Juggler. I like that one. It's like a Phyrexian Rager with Spectacle. Pretty cool. It'll be very interesting to see if, having the redundancy there outside of that 1/1 pirate, it might make stuff a lot more playable. And it forces you to play right. A lot of times I'm of the persuasion where I like to play on my first main. I like to get stuff out, and mostly digital only. They just pass turn and keep moving. It's an efficiency thing, but all right. I mean, I could blast it now. You think that's the play? If Chow Mano's that, I'm kind of dead. I got to play around Chow Mano here. But if I don't do it now, you know what? I can just block the Skyguard. Wait out Chow Mano, because then I can just equip the Longbow onto the other. Get a little 2-for-1 here. I don't think so, Action Rouge. If I killed now and he Chow Mano's the Seeker, it's just game over. Unless he might have another. Okay, so that has first strike. I'm gonna let that go because he might be baiting me and have a plane right behind it. I think we let this through. I really respect Chow Mano in this matchup. I tell you though, we've got really nice new hardwood floors in this place. Sounds kind of nice, but man, murder on your feet when you're not used to it. The last house we owned, we had hardwood, and then we came to a carpeted place, and we loved it because it was just like quieter, softer. Man, just a few hours of moving, it was like, oh my goodness. So I'm sporting Crocs of all horrible footwear choices. Okay, we'll let that through. Now I don't worry about Chow Mano. What do we got? 1, 2, 3. I mean, I could block, shoot, or block, shoot. I could, yeah, block, shoot, but then all my critters are dead. Let us do this. We're going to shoot this to keep him out of life range. We'll just take 3. I prefer to wear real crocodiles. Oh, got a little Ric Flair going on there, huh? I got your reference. Interesting, it still attacks. I thought that would, for some reason, I thought the way that ruling would happen, it would go the other route. No, I can just be a wrecking ball next turn. Kill, kill, kill. Really want to draw a land next turn. Mutagenic. Yikes. This got heavy. Maybe we won't live through this one. We're already almost dead. Well, we got a nice blocker at least. See, does this make any sense? Let's shoot this. Bring this here. Play this. I think I can just block that and shoot that. And if he untaps it, I'll shoot again with the provoke mechanic. A lot of people miss that. Chow Mano still kind of sucks here, but let's see. That was a hard hitting turn there. Whew. Resounding thunder. All right. Jank is life. That's what I say. All right, yeah, Blade Juggler, Burning Tree Vandal. Definitely see a little bit of play. I don't know if it's going to be the new card smell or what, but Wang Chung 4 on Twitter. You are Pauperganda or Pauperganda _ MTG. No, it's just the one _ MTG. But yeah, we had a fake account a couple months back from our super troll hater supreme, also known as E-Hustle. Let's see. All right, he's doing this and this. Cartouche. No cartouche for you. Kapow. Now if Chamano hits, it's going to suck. All right. Going to have to almost block this. Of course, he could probably, what? Set it up. Burtman, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, troll account's long gone. I'm sure he or she isn't, though. Let's see. We're going to take 3. I'm going to block this. We'll go like this. All right. Yeah, we're just never on Twitter. So unless you see video updates, it's not us. Okay. We've got Counterspell. We've got this. We've got that. I'm just going to sit tight here and shoot. Cycle this. Go get an island. We've already got 2 green. That's all you need in this deck. I'll hit here. Counterspell. I'm going to play this just to trip it. I could bring this up. I don't know if it's even worth it. I'll just counter whatever they got. I'm going to leave the Viper back. Might be better to just... Obviously, Viper hits a little bit harder. Being at 6 life, I feel a little fragile right now. Nah, just leave it in the past there, Wing Chun. Alright, let's strip this. Here we are. Feeling good. Alright, now we got this stuff going down. Gonna equip this here. Start hitting for 2 a turn, and we'll see what happens. Boink. Yeah, if I had a crystal ball, probably just be YouTube, Facebook thing, but you know, you get starting stuff up. It's just only if we had like a team of people, somebody was like a dedicated into Twitter and stuff, but like Reddit, it's just kind of a cesspool of negativity. And you get that whole bandwagoning of, you know, like I've often joked, if I'm handing out gold, there's him and his crew just, oh, this gold's too heavy. How dare you assume people are strong enough to hold it and blah, blah, blah. I'm sure they're listening right now and hiring their blood pressure, blah, blah, blah. Stupid way to live. Anyway, off to more positive, cool stuff like playing Rogue and loving the format, right? Let's do this. We'll drop this. As we solidify, I don't know if it's so much of a stranglehold here, but it feels like we're really coming away with this one now. Good times. Pop, pop, pop. I think social media in general is so toxic just because of the cowardly factor. As people are anonymous. They're mad that they can't do things other people can, or whatever the deal is. Whether you're a bodybuilder and you get haters saying like that doesn't work, and it's just the first time in human history, really. Joe Rogan has a really neat take on it, but it's the first time in human history people are just, you know, they're able to do and have input immediately in everything they, you know, do and say, and it's anonymous, so it's it gets pretty telling. It's a kind of a weird experiment for humankind. All right, here we are. I'll play this. Burtman in the house. Not all meat is toxic. You just keep my circle of friends, though I don't get to see the big picture. Exactly. Oh yeah, Reddit, it's like, I swear, John Finkel could probably come out and start playing something, and I'm sure he even gets that kind of stuff. So it's just, like I said, it's just the venting, and then people want that attention because they suck at other things and whatever. Just keep on playing. You guys tune in to see this old bald guy. I'm happy. Get 1 or 2 viewers. I'm good. I don't even know. I don't even follow how many Twitch things we've got. I know if we did it on the weekend, we might get a few more, but I got to pay attention. Sitting here. Bottom. Top. This feels unbeatable at this point. All right, we'll come on over for a Fire Blast of the Multicolored Persuasion. Simic Love, here we go. A little bit more. Hopefully I haven't forgotten a little ping. I think not. That's the problem with Twitch. And I think I was telling Nasty about 2 weeks ago on winter break, he was bitching and complaining about screw-ups. And I'm like, dude, they happen. And they happen often when it comes to streaming and reading and navigating this and hotKeying this. And it's just, I don't think if before you hate on anybody out there, even if you think their stream sucks or whatever, try it. Just try a little bit of it and see what happens. Let's see if we can kill this first. If not, we've got quite a bit of counter backup here. Yeah, that's a good rule, Shiraz. All right, so we're up against Heroic, and we got a win there. Hopefully this goes the same route as Stompy. Does this do this for everybody else? When you win or lose, it's like you get that screen and then you wait like 10 seconds and then it says, okay, you won or lost. It's really weird. All right, out goes Relic. I really like arrows in this matchup. I really like Terrifying Presence in this matchup. Don't like Dispel. There's not much outside of a Mutagenic, which I don't really care about, or the First Strike, which I do care about, but not enough to have all sets in there. Very rare that I take those out, but I'm going to do that there. Nature's Claim. I think this warrants 2 of those. I want to be able to chop a Chow Mano. The creature has protection, the enchantment doesn't. And I don't care if they gain 4 life. I want an answer. So I've got to get rid of 4 cards here, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of creatures. I'm actually going to lose 2 ninjas, a Miscreant, and a Preordain. I'm losing a Miscreant because the reason it's good is because of the ninja. Obviously good against with a Spellstutter, but that's kind of a 1-2-3 punch combination there. I want the life gain in Murasa. I want all my poison. I want the hard counters. I'm liking this. Anybody got a problem with this? Speak up now. Is Moto dying? Not even close as compared to this week. 2 weeks ago, it seemed like that was kind of the gist. Yeah, I remember going on Christmas break thinking like, oh man, maybe we're gonna have to change things up, go to arena, whatever. And then even on Christmas break, I think I played one. Was it one? No, I was watching somebody play a friendly league, and it was like 10 seconds, boom, 10 seconds, like it always is. And I'm like, oh wow, I guess the drama's already died down. So that's my take on it. Today it's been the same thing, 3 rounds in a row. It's been like almost too fast. Like I was trying to explain the deck, and then boom, ready to go. All right, this is the third claim. Unreasonable Bowlock being stopped by 2 Chow Manos seems to be what matters most. Seems to be. You might be right. Oh, you're suggesting adding the third? We'll see. If it goes to game 3, let's see. We do have counterspells. We do have spell stutters, and we've got the response. We can always, that's what's neat about playing a 2-color deck, we can always, like we did against Stompy, equip blue creatures and just start pinging. Mana's right. Except for that first round, this is what's been supposedly going down lately. That's what I'm hearing. I usually don't have my headphones up that loud. Just on this end, I'm hearing a tiny bit of, like, who is that? Little ghost in the corner. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys... Very valid. We're going to keep this. Could be. I'm going to... They always have that blistering fast start. I really want that Sprite to be out quick. Okay. They're going first. I think I'm going to pay the dues and just, unless we see another land, drop Island, Ash Barrens, and lean on Sprite. Oh. All the more reason. This is interesting here. No, I gotta drop Miscreant. I mean, I've got Ninja. If for some reason they're stuck on one land or they just drew bad, it's just weird to see Heroic not drop one. Heroic's one of those decks. It's so close to being a thing. I really think so. It's this kind of stuff. How many times I've scolded no one in particular, just in general, like decks that, you know, they want to be aggressive and they don't put the mana there, and so when you get stuck like this, it really can throw you off. Alright. Do I have an end of turn play here? Don't really. I'm not the aggro. I'm tempted to play Ninja here. I'm going to sit on this. I'd love to trip Ninja here, but I'm just going to lean on Sprite. There's a reason they kept a one land hand. They're looking for that explosive hit. Let's see. Alright, there it is. Nothing, huh? Wow. Alright. Yeah, I like Nature's Claim too because I have artifact lands, and against burn, because I cut my 4th Murasa, I can eat my own lands and stay out of Fire Blast range. That's kind of cool. Play this. Gonna lean on these sprites and just slow roll this, guys. Sometimes this can be a very boring control deck posing as aggro, and this is one of those scenarios. Our mana's right. It's a little clunky, but it got there. This is one of the best decks for Ash Barrens I've found. What on earth does our opponent have in their hand? I feel like just offering them a ticket just to show me. This is like crazy. Holy Light? They waiting for me to overextend? Alright, I'm just gonna... Alright, now we've got Ninja Math. Bring this out, at least start representing some damage and a little bit of a... Come on, come on. Yeah. Okay, so we've... Shoot. We could sit back on that. We could drop Longbow. We could drop Preordain. Set up our next turn. Bring out the Miscreant. I think a Preordain Miscreant is the play here. What do you guys feel? Or sit back on Spellstutter. They obviously don't have anything of 1 mana that matters. They might top deck it. Yeah, I don't find 4 life as far as Nature's Claim being that big of a drawback when you can have an answer. Because we got creatures covered, being able to ping them with Longbow, but and then it has the double variety of being able to gain us life. Anybody out there? Hexenrouge in the house. Oh, that was the last one I read. Sorry, I thought that was Bertman saying that. Well, if we sit back, I'm going to, Preordain and then Miscreant. Alright, feeling a little better here. I'm going to drop that next turn. Top. And we'll drop Miscreant. We'll be able to counter just about everything next turn. This will be the one little window of acceptance they've got. Let's see if they make it count. It's when you wish you did have days. And even here we can, outside of... I guess we could just cast Bow here and shoot. Alright. Let us attack. Any mutagenic spell, he's got it. Well, we could at least counter it and trade with the ninja, so we'll do that. We'll draw some more stuff. Here we go. There we are. Okay. Now then. Yeah, I want to use the ability. Damn it. Well, we've got that and that and that. Let's see. I could play that, counter that. I could go, I think we're just going to sit here. Got a lot of counter magic here. We've got fog effects. I'll probably shoot next turn. Alright, so there's that. I mean, we can counter this. We've got 2 sprites out. Ciao Meno! What a great card. Like most cards, it can be jank, but put in the right deck, it's a house. That's what I wanted. Let me play this. I'm still going to sit back on Viper and slow roll this a bit. I've got the game in hand unless he's got answers for that. But mutagenic maybe. Yeah. Darn it. Yeah, mutagenic's a problem here. Even if I counter it. Doink. I mean, I could Terrifying Presence here. I don't know if it's worth just keeping a ninja around. I don't think I want to do that. We'll let this go. He still takes 2. That's fine. Gotta think big picture here. Hey, look at it this way. We got a Murasa target. Yippee! And if you're new to Pauperganda, or this crazy creation of mine, that's why I used to call this Flash Gordon. It was a lot of fun to play this way. We'll drop this. I just don't want first strike or totem showing up. I don't mind the counter. I just don't want to have to ping it twice with the Ambush Viper. I'm drunk. It's been months since I've had any sauce in me, my friend. But I'm glad you're having a good time. Alright, so that makes a little dude. That's cool. It's a 5/5. That's alright. It still doesn't like have any sort of like come back from the graveyard because it's going to be dead next turn. Everything in this deck costs 2 or less, so I think we block here with just 1 sprite to avoid the damage. Never know. Things feel really good right now, but they might not be later. I know I should wait till the very end of turn to do that, but I like to yield after the fact. Doink! 22. We've got our little life stick on hand. We're going to have fog in hand. And away we go. Dunk, boom. We'll ping now. Not waiting for any tricks to show up. Gone, gone, gone. And I'll attack here. I can counter just about anything that happens. You know, it would be pretty funny if they did have Holy Light right here. It'd be funny if they had like 5 mana, cast something in response. Holy Light! I have had that happen. Brutal. Not only that's not that good of a card against Delver, but against this deck, it's pretty good. Alright. So we haven't lost since the first one. Aggro is a nice thing to be facing off against with this kind of build, with the fog effects and being able to have kind of a Gatling gun of death on our hands. But here we go. So here's the big test. Let's see. See if we get to 10 seconds here. Because it's been firing awfully fast lately. 2-1 hype. Yeah, I know. At least we win one more. We're back to even money at least. So, oh my gosh, it's at 15 seconds. There goes my theory. All right. Wow, we're going to get up to like 30 seconds here. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. We'll see. Second I do anything else is when it'll show up. I haven't even gone over the list yet. So our land package, we've got 1 Tree of Tales and 2 seats so that we can fuel our Trinket Mage. Boink, there we go. That's still not remotely bad. My goodness, that was like 35 seconds maybe. Well, we'll see, right? Maybe they already jumped into another match and we'll see. Yeah, I got through comp and friendly today and was only 1 beyond 30 seconds, says Bertman. Nice. Yeah, Bertman, go ahead and give Shiraz your link there, buddy. And I know we host you sometimes, but I'd be more than happy to throw you up in the chat. Like I said, Pauperganda might not be their thing. They like your show and stuff, so that's what it's all about. So, all right, well, speak of the devil, league matchmaking fail. All right, well, we'll do this. I think it's just waiting for us to do something else here. So anyway, 3 Dispel main. I run up to 4 sometimes. I've got the 4th one in the sideboard if you look to your right. 4 Miscreants over the Pestermite this week. Quicker, turns on Ninja more. That's why I'm running 4 Ninja now. 4 Preordain, 1 Relic, 2 Longbow, 3 Pulse of Murasa, 3 Mages. And we got 4 of these and 4 of these for our little counter kill stuff package. Counterspell mops up everything else. 1 Dispel, 3 Hydroblast, 2 Macabre, really good with our friend Pulse of Murasa, being able to gain 6 life and go nab Tron all day long. for Terrifying Presence. Most underrated card in this style build. This is a jank card. Elsewhere in this kind of a deck, it's pretty awesome. 3 Nature's Claim instead of the aforementioned Tranquility that I used to ran, maths. Anyway, and you know, can serve double duty, nabbing our own guys against burn if we need to, and such. Or I guess maybe a longbow or a relic that's not needed. Why would they be there in games 2 and 3? But hey, I'm just trying to fill air here. And 2 Serrated Arrows, good against just about everything, especially Tribe. All right. All right, Wing Chun 4 says, now you succeeded in paper. Are you going to play more paper tourneys? Pauper isn't. Can move to standard. Yeah, probably not. I'm not after money, fame, all that stuff. Just trying to promote the format. It's probably a very rare thing indeed that I'm going to just refire this queue up and see if that makes a difference. Yeah, that Seattle trip was a lot of fun. Can't recommend it enough. But yeah, I don't really like playing paper much. Just not my thing. Been playing digital too long. I like the efficiency of digital too much. You set it and forget it, close it up. I don't have to. In fact, I just had a friend/fan show up the other day by the name RJ and give me all of his cards, and I pretty much can build a ton of other Pauper decks now. So that's pretty awesome. I'm liking that. All right, well, dang, I don't know what's going on here. I just was saying how nothing's taking more than like 15 seconds, and here we go. So who knows? All right, so I guess we'll go back to the list here. That's what I was jumping at. Wait, we did cover it. Never mind. Yeah. All right. Yeah, another good streamer to check out. What's the name? I know they do the possibly Pauper playable. It's on the tip of my tongue. Any new province. Yeah. I think they run, I can't even remember their schedule, but it seems like every time I turn around, they've got another thing up. And Methonical, there's so many good streamers and Paupers out there. It's like I said, find what you like. We're going to be moving as soon as I get off my butt and get a real job in the world. We're going to probably be having to do more of the Monday through Friday 9 to 5 thing, so that'll get rid of the Friday Paupergandas. But I don't know. Maybe put it up to a vote what day of the weekend, whether it's real late at night. Remember, it's Pacific Standard Time, so that would be most convenient for everybody. Realistically, I'll probably just have to pick something and roll with it. Maybe I'll do like a late night on one of the nights. Maybe make it midnight on Fridays so that 12 still works. Wait, that would be Saturday. Never mind. That's a dumb idea. Just throwing it out there. All right. Well, I know if I roll to a commercial right now, the nanosecond I do that, the opponent's going to show up. But let's just see what the hell is going on here behind the ninja. We're at 2 minutes is going on here. Very strange. Those first 3 rounds weren't a fluke. We saw boom, boom, boom. People showed up. And this one too, it was 30 seconds. But then since then, we haven't seen much of anything. So, not sure. Go Ninja, go, go. Manuel Joaquim, nice to see you, and thanks for chiming in. I think that's the first time. Ninja needs to be reprinted just with some different artwork. Not against it. Got the Kamigawa vibe going on pretty strong there. Definite Japanese tone to the wood there. Forget, what do they have out there? Is it Manzanita? I think that red, really dense oak style bush burns super hot. Funny side story, since we're just staring at a clock roll down. Growing up in the Lake Tahoe area, I had a friend by the name of Pierce who had a stove, and he had manzanita in it. And it got so hot, it actually melted the stove, and it blew the door off about 2 rooms away and put some pretty big holes in the wall. So if you're of the northern climate, definitely don't burn that in your stove, because that stuff makes really good bow and arrows in the old medieval days. But you grew up in Lake Tahoe. Oh, nice, Bertman. Very cool. Well, I live in Reno, Carson. Yeah, a little outside of Lake Tahoe. I mean, I could get specific, but it's just the biggest landmark close to it. And there's so many little foresty towns up there. It's no wonder I like Stompy so much and turning creatures sideways and such. So, yeah. Anyway, well, screw it, guys. I'm going to roll to a commercial because I don't want dead air. So here we go with the Simic, the Simic group. Yeah.
The Simic Combine and Adapt. A quick analysis tells me you are human, just human. No enhancements or modifications, You sure you don't got any wings under there? Gills? Anything? Disappointing. Life is filled with such possibility, yet you seem resigned to insignificance. But you don't need to be. The Simic Combine can make the mundane marvelous. You can be so much better than what you are, and the Simic can help. Look what we did for Zagana. Not Prime Speaker anymore, sure, but she still has considerable influence. She also has an activated ability that instructs her to adapt, the new Simic keyword action. Adapt makes creatures better. Why settle for a regular homunculus when you could have an aeromunculus? See this number? When a creature adapts, you put that many +1/+1 counters on it, but only if it doesn't have any +1/+1 counters already. If a creature adapts, but it already has a +1/+1 counter on it, it doesn't get more. Your unmodified human brain can understand that, right? Good. Remember, if it loses those counters, it can adapt again. +1/+1 counters make creatures larger, obviously, but the Simic have engineered ways to get even more out of them, such as Zagana's last ability. The Simic will help you be your best self, giving you a lab-assisted, mana-infused evolutionary advantage. It's perfectly natural.
Attention Pauperganda Knights! Show your love of all things Pauper with our Ultra Deluxe Playmats. And true to our Pauper roots, the glorious artwork is 100% free.
Trying to give these guys everything they can get. That's it.
Just send an email to pauperganda@gmail.com with the subject 1, 2, or 3, and we'll send you the playmat file for free.
I gotta read it again because my mind is just a piece of shit this morning.
All you need to do is visit our friends at inkgaming.com. Order yours today.
All right, after a long wait, we're back. We're going to throw this on the bottom. We got enough land. And if you did catch me at Rags to Riches tournament, you saw how beautiful that playmat was. Unfortunately, every time the camera was rolling, I was losing, but I won every other match. But the second I was on TV, kapow! All right, here we are. Mountain. Well, gotta wait around for a ninja. I ain't gonna wait around forever. Hopefully we don't run into a Searing Blaze. Probably. Mulligan, we had a 1 forest hand while we were away. There we are. Is this burn? Ooh, is this bully? Probably. Let us see. I've played this once in the last week against bully and I lost, so this isn't boding well for us. But it's good that he only drew 2, or unless he's afraid of pitching stuff. Maybe it isn't bully. We'll see. All right. Wow, we've got a pretty heavy draw on the Miscreant side, don't we? I'm just going to play these and get the value out of them. Kind of similar to Squadron Hawk, refilling our hand. All right, cool. Well, we know what we're doing next turn. We're turning that sideways. Maybe we can just trade off some Fae here. I'll attack. Screw it. You got to pay 2. I pay 1. I got a ninja next turn. I got 2 coming through. I'll see if we can get the jump on this guy. Probably just drop the Thornwood Falls and trip a ninja if nothing changes in our hand next turn. Yeah, this is just in case. There we go. All right. What's that game where you hit the ball through the little things in the ground, the little, what is that? Not cricket. It just reminds me of that. I just keep wanting to see a little like bloop, little mana symbol roll. Croquet, that's it, yeah. Surprisingly fun. Somebody has a set, that's always a pretty good time. All right, he discards Prismatic. Tormenting Voice. This looks like my preferred build. The Secret Cat's in the house, ready to give some Prismatic love. This is definitely bully. I know I was giving Alex Ullman a pretty hard time. He conveniently kept calling it tokens. I was like, no, 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 no. Tokens Has real tokens, Golgotha tokens, Triplicate spirits, etc. There's a big difference. But his last one, he got it right, so thank you for that. Alright, let's see if he trips this for silliness. We got Draw Value Town here. If we get an island, it'll be pretty funny. We can drop that and go from there. Yeah, I think I might do that too. Wee bit too much shenanigans going on. Boink! No damage for us. We'll probably eat a Seal of Fire or something. I'm just going to get our mana right. Not that we could replay the Miscreant there anyway. So my buddies and I used to play a while back. Slightly modified rules, though, says Matador Actual. I like all those throwing games like horseshoes or lawn bowling's actually another surprisingly fun one. Rule England for you, yes. I know. Been told many a times. Alright. We know he's got a full set of Squadron Hawks. Maybe they're hurting on white mana. Let's stop all these things from happening. Maybe, you know what? I'd rather draw the card here. We'll drop a Miscreant. Maybe we'll walk into another ninja. Give me a card. There we go. Now we can choose what we do. Counterspell or whatnot. Let's see. Yeah, it's tough. I think he caught a lot of flack too. I could I know he's had a history of doing that, but there's definitely some truth to at least his arguments there. Seems 3 is the number a lot of people are settling on with foil as far as not overdoing it. Like I said earlier, I tried it in this, tried to build this more like fetch land central, lose the falls, lose the seat. It was losing too much just to kind of have those aha moments. I'm going to leave that Recluse as my little aha moment. Alright, it's going to be a very slow match at this rate. We're hitting for 1 because of that damn cat. What was the... Alright, there's that. I don't think that's worth countering. I'll let that through. And we already know he's got more of those, and we've got the answer. Here we are. Good note. All right. All right. Here we are. Got this. Viper doesn't do much here, but I'm just going to play it anyway. We might settle right into a bow draw. Here's that. I'm going to play this. Stop all attackers. Kapow. I think I'm going to sit back here. There's that second one. Yeah, we don't want that to show up, do we? No tokens for you. Let's go, bird. What you got? Come on. Give me a Trinket or give me a Viridian Longbow. Alright. Well, we've got answers for days. I'm feeling reckless. Let's go. I don't want those bird tokens showing up too much. Let's trade. Let's trade. Cool. Boink, boink, boink. Can't counter the cat. That's why I wish there was one more infect creature that was like the Eckerclaw Myrrh that was an artifact, because you've got the Blighted Agent, you've got Eckerclaw Myrrh, and then you've got the Thrumming Bird, maybe a little bit of Proliferate Tricks and Draw and such, but 1, 2 down, that's fine. Bring that out. Boy, Bully sure cleaned up last week. I just saw the listing the other day. I think it was like 3 in the top 8, and the first 2 were it, or iterations on it. I was like, wow. Become a thing, that's for sure. All right, well, we've got blockers here. That darn Firebolts represents a problem. If he gets to the next mana, I really hate to burn a counterspell for it, but I'm going to have to. A lot of sorcery-based removal here. I'm going to definitely lose all the Dispels outside of the Rally Nut Draw or Prismatic Strands. They both flash back. That's one of the reasons I designed it that way. It's like, go ahead and counter it. Boom, here it is again. It's like you got to have 2 hard counters for that one spell, the old 2-for-1 conundrum. So makes it pretty rough. All right, all the Squadron Hawks are gone. Here comes Battle Screech. I'm going to counter that. I just don't want that volume showing up. Come on, I really need... All right, there's that. Alrighty. That helps. What are our options? We've got a Viper in the yard. Not much else, but at least we can block and kill, gain some stuff. Boy, it'd be nice if Trinket shows up. Have a little shooting gallery here. Yeah, the Flame Slash, Firebolt, Journey. Our Dispel is not going to be doing much along the way of helping kill much of anything. Oh, and he's got another Firebolt. All right, well, it would be so nice if that was a thing, but it's not. This could be over real quick if he's got Rally. That's why I like 3 Rally. I know a lot of lists only run 2, sometimes even just 1. Let's see if he's got it. Regardless, it'll trip Seeker for yet another damage. Let's see if he's got it. I would think so, Nasty, but I'm biased. I think I've just never had the patience to play the traditional one that Boros Kitty or Turbo Kitty designed. It's just too much. Wait around, draw the thing that draws, draw another card that draws a card. It's just, it's like, give me something now. I want some meat. All right, there's that. The spell feels okay against you know who's, but I'm going to drop this. We'll go get our hardest to kill dude back. Doesn't feel very good with double Firebolts in the yard, but we'll do what we can. Play this. Back up at 19. Death on a Stick. We can counter. I think I got to hold that counterspell for Firebolt or something that's just going to ruin our day. Julio 826, but what purpose do you have to draw if not to draw into another draw spell? I think Pauper moves a little too quick for my taste, as far, not for my taste, but for my play style to, you know, sit there and have that. I mean, it works plenty for other people. I like to turn things sideways and get stuff done. I got things to do. I wonder how bad the Drake deck would be if they had banned Ghostly Flicker. Yeah, I've often thought that could be a bit of the big problem there. All right, well, we're going to use this the one time we can probably use Dispel. Maybe worth keeping in 1. Who knows? Let's go! His life's getting up there. That's one of the bad things. You can lose on time with this deck against the Bully because it can get up to like 40 life, and it's pretty hard to go that route. Come on. Come on over. He's playing it. I'm going to let that through. I really, really, really need Trinket or the Viridian Longbow to show up. So says the guy that took one trinket out, right? Jackass. Can't tease yourself. This ain't the game for you. Let's do this. All right, come on now. Yeah, that's kind of cool. At least we can double block here. Trade Seeker. Gosh, one card in hand. Really, this is why I love Bully, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like he's got 4 this time, and when he draws, or her, 5 cards in hand. So I can feel a little like, and then this, 6. Like, all of a sudden, you're the aggro, you're gaining life, you're the problem, and you're drawing more cards than anybody. Yowza. Can we withstand this? Oh, block it again. I mean, I'll counter it again. We don't have that much life, and this time I can block. Let's go, sucker. Booyah. No prismatic offender. It is time. Pow! I'm a little bit in agreement with you there, T-Core. It's another thing out there people are fond of saying, like, white's the worst color. It's like, I don't think so. I just think that's been said long enough. People just kind of have that bandwagon mentality and they don't really look at the card set. I think it's one of the stronger colors. All right. Yeah, we're not winning this one, guys. Whole yard stacked. What do we got? Garrison shows up. I went all the way down to 2 Garrison. Oh boy, I can't have that value showing up. I think when you factor in it's a game of 3 matches and white is probably the strongest at hate. For factoring that in, it can lean the scales a little bit in the favor. But, you know, it's all playstyle and opinion too, though. Isn't that funny too? Momentary Blink used to be such a card, especially when I was kind of new to Pauper. Just every other deck ran it. But there's just almost no reason to run it now because of Flicker. So before the banhammer shows up on that or people start thinking that might be the answer, you got to remember they might even be able to make a bully deck where it doesn't even run white. It just has the blue flicker. Ah, there we go. Boom. A little late. I don't think this is going to live very long. It's not like we can bluff that we have any sort of removal in our hand. We're dead ducks. He's just going to flash something back. We're going to be able to just 1 for 1. But at least we got the longbow out. Here it comes. All right. What's the best target? Tempted to take out the cap. I'll take that out instead. Our sprite's going to still be able to... I probably don't want to trade here. I could at least block and take out 2 hawks with it if I just draw a land next, you know. That's some ninja respect right there. Woo! All right. Down to 12 we go. To 34. Man, I wish I never made this deck. That's what always sucks. You sit here and you bring something fun and you run into the buzzsaw. Could just hardcast it. I'd rather 2 for 1 here. I'll hardcast it next turn. Maybe get that other firebolt showing up. We can at least block and shoot. Probably just shoot. We got an overwhelming advantage here. Firebolt in the yard. Clue on the board. 4 cards in hand. More like 5, 6. Yeah, this is getting pretty gross. Let us shoot the other inspector. pretending that we have some sort of multi-shot answer. It's interesting too how long the hive mind with regards to like Tron takes, because it was always there. Just in the last like 2 or 3 years, it's become like kind of one of the rock, paper, scissors hands, you know, or builds, I should say. I'm about to scoop here, guys. This is looking almost unwinnable outside of a fade away, which I don't run. Oh, that's always helpful. Let's try to foster good habits here and tap our artifact land instead. It's the most likely to be run into. That's no good. Bottom. I mean, we could. Yeah, look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No tricks called for. We're dead. At least we'll be able to block with this, but I can't really do much else. I'm gonna scoop this, guys. Unless he's just got all lands. 1 for the bully. Usually I like writing that. Today I don't. First loss since the first round. See this pause? This is what I'm talking about. I never got an answer from you guys. Do you guys always run into that, or is it just on my end? Is that pointed at me, Shiraz? It better not be. Alrighty. I'm going to lose all my dispels here. Relic's actually pretty good here. Terrifying Presence. Going to be pretty good. I like... Ninjas aren't going to be going very far. In fact, I might lose all my ninjas. I like the longbows. I want the presence in all 4. I've got to be able to answer stuff. We don't... They usually don't have ways to deal with artifacts in Bully. And I don't really like Hydroblast. Most of the stuff you're waiting around to do something and then they just flash it back, so. Maverick Girl in the house, thank you for joining us. We were just going back. I'm never on Discord, and I was just yesterday, and we were going back and forth praising the awesome adventures that are the Mox Boarding House. We both said great food, great drinks, greater people, greater even store. It's just I can't say enough about it. You'd think I was getting paid on the side for bragging about them, but no, it's really that good. Nature's Claim, yay or nay? Looks like I would guess we're going to pull 2 and 2 if after this round. I don't see this beating Bully very consistently. We've got our fog effects. We've got Relic, which might be good. Can at least not worth Macabre bait here. Yeah, I agree. Like I said on the little video and stuff, Maverick Girl, I was expecting a 10, and it was just like I was truly one of those moments where I was like, is this real? And just hundreds of people in a gaming store and nobody looking at their phone, and it was just magical. I'm going to bring in 1 claim for a catch-all. Grab an end of turn journey to turn on our longbow maybe. But I think I'm going to leave it at that. And Ninja's nice if it shows up. I just, there's just so much double block things going through. Might even want to lose them all together. 20 seconds left. I'm just surprised that nobody copies Mox Boarding House. Just, okay, this is how they're doing it. We're just going to copy paste over here, because here in California, it's so rare that a store stays open for more than a year. It's like 6 months, boom, they're gone. And when they started, it was like the size of a small garage, and it never gets any bigger, and that's the end of it. So kind of, I don't know how I feel about being beat with my own deck, but this is similar to like a Preordain build, our draw. It's like Island Miscreant. We're going to get a draw out of it. Heavy Sprite. They've got Electricity access, though, and we don't really have much answer for that. What do you guys say? Ship it or keep it? I'm leaning towards a keep here. Got a little air power. Pretty heavy Sprite draw. We do have 20 lands. I'm looking for somebody to tell me how it is. Come on. Yep. Well said, Maverick Girl. That was everybody has that one store where they think that's the store. It's like whatever you're thinking, unless it's Mox, double it at least. All right, I'm gonna keep this hand. We need to get a little lucky anyway. Is my logic. We've got to draw with Miscreant, unless they're ghosting us and know that I Firebolt on our Miscreant's a really good play. Then we'll be all right. Hopefully. This is when the chat says, "No, ship it, ship it, ship it." Oh well. What do I care? One more win. We're playing a tiny profit / even money. So that's why I like friendly leagues. They promote Rogue, which promotes Pauper. Doesn't stultify the format in a wave of islands as I tap an island. Never been there. Oh, Wing Chun. I wish I had the video loaded up. Wing Chun 4, because like I said, I mean, everything from the people to the amount of games being played. I mean, there's people playing D&D minis in like a room as big as a store. There's like 24/7 Magic tournaments going on. There's, Ticket to Ride, Settlers of Catan, anything you can think of. And then you go have a drink or really good food in the restaurant, and every table you pass is playing a game you've never seen before. It's outrageous. Very, very cool. All right. Well, I think we kind of sit on this with a double sprite. Let's see what we can go from here. All right, here we go. I'm waiting to see. It'd be kind of cool if they come out with a, maybe they have, I just don't read many articles about it, but when Time Spiral did the whole like card mechanics, everything's off to the side and different. And their whole argument back then was like, well, maybe that's how Magic is in the future. And I was like, I'm just going to get value here. It'd be kind of neat if like one of the sets comes out, and it is in the future now. It's been what, 10, 11 years or something since that came down. So it'd be kind of neat to have a card set with that. Not that I like it. I prefer too much of a traditionalist. I like the way the set looks now, but boom, boom. Oh, interesting. You have... No, I haven't been to the main store. And they said that's even bigger, and I so find that hard to believe, but enough people said it that I got to believe it. So yeah, Wing Chun 4, that's exactly right. That's, usually it's like, why am I going to a brick and mortar store? It's like, there's kind of no reason here, but it just turns everything up. It's like a what do they call that? Like a mirror universe, or you just keep kind of looking around going, man, what's going on? And like I said on the Discord the other day, even if you don't need cards, just go like spend $1 or $2 on just stuff that you might need in the future, because it's so cool. You go on this little computer in the corner. They've got like 6 little laptops set up. You enter your thing, you hit enter. You maybe read the back of one box, and then you hear this order for so-and-so, and you're like, really? And they hand you this little package, and there's all these like, magic elves in the top story packing things up and filling out orders. And yeah, it just really blew my mind. I was blown away. All right, time to get greedy. And return the sprite, bring this back. Let's definitely use this ability. I gotta watch my time. I'm sitting here gabbing too much. Yeah, no, I like that store so much. I'm like rethinking my retirement plans. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can just be some old man at the register at Mock's boarding house when I'm older. Get some good benefits and love going to work every day and love the weather even more. There are many worse ways to spend the latter years, but that's still a few decades away. No, in that store, it'll probably be like some... let's see. I want to hit my mana here. If not, I'll just draw the bow. Well, we're a sitting duck, but I want to just... Man, we are really... This is like that first game we played. We're just 20 lands and we're not hitting any of it. If we get Electric Read here, it sucks, but I mean, they either have it or they don't. It'll kind of time walk them a little bit as far as tempo goes. Even if we do get Electric Read here, I'm cool with it, knowing that we just drew, and we would have had like 3 dead turns of just slowly getting run over. Ooh. Oh no, there's no pressure to buy anything, Wing Chun. There it is. Yeah, that whole pretty much look the other way, and there's like zero pressure. What's really cool, what I thought was, I'm like, why doesn't every store do this? Behind their counter, at least the one I was at, they have every what do you call, game that you could buy, they have it available, opened, and somebody there that knows how to play it. So I'm just going to trip this now. We've drawn like 3 cards more than we should have because of our little relic into double miscreant. So hopefully that makes the difference. I've got some tricks here. It'd be nice to draw into just some more mana here. Terrifying Presence showing up. Feels a bit gimmicky against Boris Bully. They just have so many answers. Sentinel's showing up. All right. We might be able to steal the Monarch here, but no delusions. Like I said at the very beginning of Game 2, I think we're going to probably toss this one. Yeah, there's nothing worse than those little stores and the pressure you to not just kind of loiter. You get their side of it, you know. They're not there to let everybody have free rent for hours at a time, but at the same time, you do have to foster that bit of community and that, you know, people want to be there. That's one of the worst things a new place can do. All right, let's preordain. We really like these and that. Ah, man, I want mana. I can counter 1 drops naturally. I can throw out Ambush Viper. Which isn't going to do much. Hey, we've already got our combo here, so I'll say bottom, top. Can't say no to Counterspell, except for the fact now that we're kind of dead meat. We have to throw something out. I'm going to keep the Ambush Viper for surprise value, and I'm just going to drop the Recluse, just so we don't have to discard something. Probably going to get firebolted. Good news, if Nature's Claim can grab a Journey to Nowhere play here at the end of turn, and maybe steal Monarch, but we really need more mana. See, that's why maybe I need to add 1 more mana to this. When I played it competitively, it had 19. This build has 20. As you can see now, we really just, to fuel that longbow, we ain't got any Priests of Tatiana, however you say that, in this build, so our mana's got to stay honest. Pow. Man, this is making me want to play Bully. What am I doing playing this first game deck of the year? All right, Miscreant draw. 4 mana. What's the over-under on that Miscreant being around next turn? It's probably like 1%. I'm a huge fan, still am, of running Seal of Fire. The last challenge I played was like 3 weeks ago maybe. I got in the top 8 again with Bully, but I ran more of my traditional, a little bit more aggro-leaning build. I love Monarch, but I also sometimes I feel like it's against decks where it matters, you can just steal it back from them, and then you're not using that card. Obviously, that logic's pretty flawed in a lot of scenarios, but yeah, this deck is very vulnerable to Electrickery. When you have an Ambush Viper Sprite draw, it can get pretty. All right, so bring it out. Yeah, probably the most shocking thing about Mock's Boarding House for me was the first night I was in town and I was there. It was like 10 at night, and there was probably, I don't know, 40 people waiting in line. Most of them were couples, so it was probably 20 purchases, and really, really shocking. I was like, man, this is just next level. All right, Hydroblast shows up. All right, we've got counter magic. I can counter, and I can Terrifying Presence. I'm going to sit and do nothing. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it would be cool. They should be paying us, Maverick Girl, for all the good PR we're giving them, right? Like, hey, what's going on here? All right, once my combo comes online, which hopefully will be next turn, that's not going to matter much. So I'm just going to try to save my Viper, because that's pretty much all I've got. Going to Terrifying Presence, calling Viper. Maybe we can get rid of the Seeker here. The big, I have to read that pause that happens. I'll agree with all haters, that is a terrible card outside of this deck. Yeah, I find that too, Shiraz. I remember when Arena first started up, I was like, not my style. A little too flashy. Yeah, Electrickery, they would have played it, or Instant Answers. I want to try to steal Monarch here, especially with, excuse me, the ability to Longbow. Come on, just give me a land. All right, well, let's see if we can steal Monarch. Over comes the Sprite. What tricks are these? That is not worth doing anything for. Okay. All right. Drop the bow. I'm going to hold back for either a Journey, Answer, or Counterspell. Or another Sprite call. We're still dead dogs here. I mean, we're down on time. Well, actually not. We're like within 40 seconds, but still. I'm an optimist in a lot of ways, but not when this deck's facing off against Bully. There's just too many answers. All right. That be a counter. I don't want the air power going back. What else do you got? At the moment, looks like we're going to be 2-2 going into the last one. I'm going to let that through. We don't have to lean so heavily on the Recluse now that, I mean on the Viper now that we've got the Recluse. Okay. Presence shows up. Interesting. Well, I can attack with both. Blocks that, calls blue. I'm not going to attack with that. We'll keep this back. Yeah, once I gave Arena a chance, the old man in me slowly was just like, this is fun. Very interactive. I just cannot warrant equipping that bow yet. I've got to stay out of Electrickery range, and at least one of our guys lives through it. Well, now that's the problem. We've got Prismatic Strands out of the equation, but they're halfway through the deck, and we know there's 3 more. This is tough. I will counter this mostly because of the clue and the flashback ability of Battle Screech, hoping that they're just sitting on lands. God knows it's happened to me. Happens to every deck. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I had some fun with the ranks a little bit, but I don't know offhand what I got. All right. Put it on this in case they've got Electrickery in responses. I'll at least ask for a real removal card. Instant speed, usually not their thing. Let's go like this. 7 minutes left to hit them for 21 and then win next game. Don't think it's going to happen. In response to this, I'll shoot this. Before that hits the yard, we'll see if it works. Looks like it. Yeah, in a pinch, we could grab our own longbow since we've got another one if we want to save 4 life. Don't think we're going to need to, though. But where are our Murasas at? Man, they've been hiding. Yeah, I feel glad to be back way out of practice. It's been 2 or 3 weeks since I've played any sort of competitive stuff, so. And of course, going into it with Rogue Creation, Flood City. Alright, well, unless they're running Raise the Alarm, might have this. Let's shoot here. Prismatic's only going to work for one thing, unless they've got the hard one here. How good is Electrickery right now? Whack! Alright, I'm going to shut up, not be concerned with hosting, and try to win here. Still don't think that's going to happen. We'll see. Counterspell. Alright. Maybe we'll deck them. Who knows? Oh, did you write another one, Maverick Girl? Yeah, send us a link. We'll share it happily. It's only so many of my eyes to go around. Sometimes, like I said, being on vacation and such, I'm going to use the restroom real quick, guys. Be right back. Alright. Still got a minute and a half. Alrighty. Yeah, never be shy, Maverick Girl, or anybody out there. If you got something, and like I said, there's only so many eyes, so send us a link, either an email, pauperganda@gmail.com, or hit us up. In the very rare times that we're ever on anything other than like Facebook, it's no, we love it. Well, within minutes, we'll have the link up, so. All right, what did we like? What didn't we like? Nature's Claim felt a little dead. I'm going to lean a little more aggro. You know, Serrated Arrows I'd rather see than a Ninja. 2 Ninja, anybody got a problem with it? If you do, type real fast. No, I'm out of sauce. No more caffeine for me. All right. Gotta kind of ignore the chat a little bit more this way. Okay. Come on. Be pretty cool. I'm just glad we went 1-1 so far. It's bully. We only got about 20 seconds on the person. Alright, here we are. Check that out. Keep. Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm going to lean on Thornwood first, depending if I see a ninja. Man, that's tough. That's really tough. I'll get my mana right. Sorry, I'm going to zone out here and try to win on the clock. Come on, be mana screwed. No. Okay, let's do this. Pass the turn. Seeker shows up. All right. Come on, plane. Where'd you go? Oh, it's a mountain. Psycho. I'll end up. We will play this. Play this. Sit back on the sprite or the counter. Hopefully something hits. Serrated Arrows going to feel pretty good. Not the greatest, but at least kind of kick down outside of a Battle Screech math. Okay. Floating one. What is it? Doing it to do it. Trickery in the house. There it is. Kapow. Uphill battle now. Maybe Murasa show up. We went on time. Fat chance. Double mana. Our trips. We're both hitting our mana all right. Problem is that life total is getting out of hand, and there's a you know what in the yard. Okay. I'm going to overextend here. It's probably not going to be here next turn. But without landing a land, I'm just going to put it out there and hope that we survive. Here it comes. Well, Terrifying Presence is going to be a real thing. I really want to just draw another land here. Up on the life count, but Prismatic makes Poison not feel too bad. Got the remedy on hand. Just got to keep one dude back. Good times. It's become a time game now. Come on over. I ain't falling for that trick. I almost have to keep up Terrifying Presence here just because of the mana. The strands. Ouch. Okay, well. Yep, I'm going to pass the turn and hopefully Presence shows up. The problem here with equipping the bow, any removal and we're dead. Any mass swing, we're dead. And he's got Prismatic in the yard, so that whole play and angle is just gone. Pretty sure we're going to be 2-2 after this. Like I said, very happy to pull off that last one. We're up about a minute here. Terrifying Presence. No prismatic ability here, but it might not need it. Maybe he's got some instant answer. Oh. Block. Let's see. Maybe get back. God, how sad is that? Trip everything, get back Ash Barrens, have colorless mana for a turn. Be at 16. That's pretty pathetic. Don't think they're going to make... Oh! Huh. We got real lucky there. No lie. 4 minutes. Maybe they have just lands? I wish I knew this person. I would love to know what's in their hand right now. I ain't complaining. We're 3-1, but I definitely think we should be 2-2. Wow. That's kind of what I'm thinking. My goodness. I think maybe their calendar's wrong and they think it's Christmas Eve or something. I'm not sure. That's very strange. Well, we're 3-1 with one of my favorite decks. Like I said, though, we shouldn't be. Let's jump into this and not... Hopefully this happens in less than 30 seconds and I don't look like a fool again. But what did... Oh, shit. I didn't cross off one of my little notes here. Now I can't quite remember what I showed. Curious. Anyway. So, yeah, I can't... On the life of me... I had, 4 cards in hand? You know, maybe just life happened. Maybe we got lucky and they've got an angry wife or husband and they were yelling at him, get off that damn computer. Maybe it was one of those things. Who knows? I know it's happened to me plenty, so wish I got such people giving free wins. I can get people battle out only to the very bitter end. Yeah, well, it usually happens here. Usually that is the case for me too, where you're like, come on. Or they've got 1 second left and the lethal's on the stack. You're like, damn it. If I would have just asked one more question or made them say anything. But we're playing for free now again, so a little bit of profit. I barely ever sell stuff until I've got a windfall of stuff and then just bloop, get rid of it all in one go. Gosh, the last couple of weeks, probably a terrible time. I didn't even look at what the packs are going for. Do you know Maverick Girl or any of the other grinders in the house? I haven't looked in... Like I said, I've been pretty Magic light. I played for the very first time in weeks or felt like months yesterday, early morning, and I was like, oh wow, this is amazing. I get to sit on my butt and play games. Yeah, so it's not even worth getting rid of them. Just hoard them until the masses come back. Or not, who knows. Every once in a while, I swear I was finding some Ghost in the Machine with that where I would open one like after a top 8 or something, and then it's almost like it's digitally programmed to entice you. It's like, oh, here's like, I don't know, 150 play points or something, and a rare that's worth 2 packs, and it's like, want to open another one? It's like, nope, I'm good, because it always seems like that next one you open, it's like 3 healing salves, and you're like, what? Be crazy this. Yes, we're playing Pauper. That's the name. I don't think we've ever not done that. I guess we could be yeah, the moniker just wouldn't work. What, Modern Ganda? Standard Ganda? I don't know. We'll see. Man, I spoke too soon. I was sitting there these first 3 rounds. It was like boom, 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 fire, fire, fire. And now this. So somebody said this kind of works. If you hit cancel, come back in. Let's see if that works. Haven't played much on MTGO, says Maverick Girl, recently. So I don't know where they're at, but look, they were hovering between, just a little under $2. Oh yeah, thank you for that. Appreciate the lookup. So yeah, one more round to go. And yeah, like I said, this is our first show of 2019. Playing an old classic. I don't know what the official count on this is. I've played so many variants of this personally, but I think online and like playing live and stuff, this might be the 4th or even 5th time, because it's one of the most requested decks in our inbox there. So 178 right now. Gotcha. All right. Well, here goes to the last round. Let's 4-1 this. We lost to Demir. We beat Stompy, Heroic, and very suspiciously beat Bully, but I don't think that would happen in another 7 out of 10 times. Maybe 1 or 2, but all right. Land looks good. Counter magic looks good. All we need draws bow or trinket. We'll keep this. Bum, bum, bum. And we're up against death. Death, I say. Yeah. This is why I added that 4th ninja. When you go with 4 miscreants, there's a reason traditional delver like Mez also masterfully plays is so dominant for this kind of a starting hand where it's like, well, just going to start drawing extra cards all day long unless you deal with this now. I'm a little worried. Traditional mono black I'm not too worried about, but this looks like one of those more Caligula style, like kill 'em all sort of vibes, but we'll see. Probably going to see a, what's that, life-gaining artifact? I forget. Chat's going crazy. Hold on. Beast Mizzle, that's life for you. Oh, Gage TV is hosting. Thank you for that, my friend. I think that's the first time I've noticed a host. Appreciated. Let's see. Come on, give me something good. All right, have we played a land? Always good to double click on it. Hoo-ah. Host type. All right, there it is. Removal. Waiting for the goods. Yeah, at least we join a land. What's he going to grab? Whole lot of nothing, baby. I sure wish they would. One of these sets coming up, they will bring back the retrace mechanic. Could fit in any set. Such a good card. Such a good card. All right. A wee bit creature heavy. I'm going to get my mana right. I'll just wait on the end of turn Viper here. I mean, he knows it's there because of the duress, but what you going to do? We just saw a sorcery-based removal, so I'm just going to sit on that. Maybe we'll make something happen. Okay. This still could be the mono black destruction. Oh boy. Did I say we might go for one? I don't think I meant it if this is Pestilence. And we got counter magic. We got options. You're right. I've often thought of losing Preordain in this build. It's so good early, as anybody knows, fixing your mana, letting you keep one-landers and stuff. But scenarios like this, when I'm sitting back, kind of trying to play the bit of the combo or control aggro, and probably one of the only decks that I like to see a lot of lands in. So maybe I should add one more. It's been feeling pretty good today. I mean, we've played about a half dozen games. Loss, win, win, loss, win. Quite a few games there. Only complained about 2 times. And it's been a mix. It's been screw and then flood. So yeah, I agree with you there, Maverick Girl. I know the hardcore purists and everything, they're like, oh, prices are falling. That's bad. But you know, the influx of players that come back, it's a pretty cool thing. All right, he's 2 for 1s us here. Doesn't get it back. Might draw into a ninja, and I also have seen a lot of edicts, so I'm just going to keep the pressure on, even though we're not getting a counter value for this. The creatures that I do want to play after this, I will be getting, so let's find a land here. I like that. We'll say top. Play this. Let us do this. We'll go grab a relic. I don't think... Let's grab relic. Turn this up here. At least we'll have some tricks for if it is a pestilence build. It's very similar to stock market, right? Everything goes down. Everybody goes, oh my God, I got to get out of this. It's like the absolute worst time you can do that. I was trying to talk a few people off the fence digitally here on MTGO over the holidays and stuff. Just, you think I should sell everything? I'm like, eventually maybe. Definitely not now. It's like, it was a little alarming to me that one person could write an article and it would have that effect. Okay, this is why I used to play Wing Coatl. If somebody could bring that up. I don't think you need to, but it's stuff like this where I'm just like, son of a gun. Now let's get a basic. Let's play it. Because I can still take out the Guardian with that play. I trip this now. Represent some poison and attack for a whopping 1. And I think the timing of the article was terrible too, because you know the holidays coming, people had more time off, so they were more likely to read. It was just this kind of a perfect storm. Castigate, so underplayed. Great card. I know you guys have heard me say this if you're a long-time watcher, but Castigate a long time ago. Pulse of Murasa is gone. Darn it. When I was first getting into Pauper, I knew 1 or 2 pros, and they took one look at the format, and they were like, play a deck that can warrant Castigate. Never seemed to work out, but I know the theory is there. It's a strong, strong card. All right. We'll just bite you to death, I guess. I don't want to walk right into that much removal. Son of a gun. Is it? Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can buy back that, but if he had it, he'd play it. I'm going to lean on him a little bit here. No, I'm going to regret it if they drop a Justice, but they would have played it if they had it. A little desperation there in killing the Sprite. Maybe they're a little flooded here. I'm trying to deduce what's in their hand. A Doomblade for a Sprite means they're hurting for life here. Maybe they're not drawing their life gain package. I'm not sure. That's cool. That card actually really hurts this deck sometimes, as we saw in round 1. Yeah, I think there's always going to be an audience too. This is for sure. All right, well, at least we've got some bait there. Boy, I'm getting really close to an end of turn. If he castigates me, I might just go all out and just start swinging, because where I can make Justice kill him, or where he can't play it. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, shoot. What do you guys think? Go all out here? Viper Sprite swing. He trades the ambush. He doesn't trade anything. He blocks the ambush Viper and kills it. Takes 5. Yeah, me too, Shiraz. Like MTG goes away, I'll be like, I think I'll hang up the Pauperganda idea. They got enough hype with all those new animations anyway. Guys, help me out here. You think I'm being too aggro to go all in here? Get him to 5. One more swing. We're not really going to be able to do much with our... The Guardian's the only creature we've seen. Usually this has those standard life gaining elements. Cores and bouncing stuff. Come on, don't be quiet now. You aren't countering pest with these. May as well all in. Yeah, that's all I needed to hear. Huzzah! Huzzah! Let's go! Attack! Boink. Alright. Boy, it'd be so cool to have Counterspell right now. Aha! It's like a Monty Python skit. What is this? No. Oh, okay. That ain't so bad. Well, we're going to get the Monarch here. Unless he's got some Wail of the Nim. Alright. Doesn't make much sense to go in with those. So I'll lose them both. Strands. Yeah. Doomblade. Okay. Happy with that. Really? We're going to get Monarch? Wow. I guess with Guardian you don't really care. It's just kind of a... Alright. I hate doing this because then he knows what's in our hand. We'll cycle this. Play it. And go. Come on. Counterspell. Alright. Castigate us. Let's go. Nothing we can do there. Flaring Pain? No. I don't think I've seen this 60 before. I'm used to seeing a lot more life gain, or like you said, Maverick Girl, Pestilent, Prismatic. Alrighty. Well, let's do... I want to really guarantee that I hit with that ninja. We'll probably lose our trinket, but at least we'll have a Murasa target. You know what? I think I'm going to do this in case he does have a prismatic. That way we get it back. Draw a card. Yes, we want to draw a card. You dummy. Alright, here we go. Bring this up. Let's see what we're going to get. Longbow's cool. Let's feign like we've got some sort of cool double blue counterspell. Maybe we'll draw it. Bloop. Nope. Feeling good here. Arr. Now he justices. That'd be so epic. It's like, wham! Take that. Okay. I'll lose the ninja here. It's not going through, is it? Damn. Alright. Trinket's gone. Oh yeah, I guess that is what I did, Syscoms. A long time ago, I used to love Mystic Snake. Not so much anymore. I'll try to keep that ability here. I'm more interested in... Yeah, I was just going, like I said earlier in the show, there was a poet with the last, I think it's Charles Simic is what it says. But I was like, whoa, somebody with the last name Simic? That's pretty epic. All right. We'll attack. Let's hopefully we grab a counterspell. Or another creature with flash would be nice, so we can at least keep up the pretense of being good at this stuff. So I'll just throw this on there just because. Come on, flash creature. There's another edict in the yard. Thought we had this one. And then that darn radiant fountain showed up. Damn it. Edict. Pow. Another one. I believe we wasted our relic already. There it is. Note to self. Although I don't think Macabre's good here. I used to run another relic in the side, but I was expecting Tron all day. Not this. Oh, good luck with that. Well, let's hardcast this. Play the island. We'll equip it. And fall victim to a Chainer's Edict. It's going to be a great comeback from our opponent. This goes down. God, I wish we had a little flash creature. Doink doink. But I think they've got enough mana here to just double do it. There's got to be 14 out there by now. Yep. Lands. It's awesome when you've got edicts. Alright. We'll kill it. 2, 4, 6, 7. Trying to work on the percentage. Come on. We've got... we're more than halfway through our deck and we have not seen... Do we have any? Oh yeah, he pulled one of our Murasas out of existence. So that part sucked. Yikes! Well, at this rate, we're super dead. At least Pestilence isn't relevant unless he drops another fountain. Hey, I like that. We're buying a lot of turns with our little Flash Gordon tricks. Yeah, there goes the fountain. And looks like we're gonna lose this one. Come on, come on. Like seeing that. Even late, that's a good card. Well, one will still keep him alive. All he's gonna do is trip that for one. I'm gonna throw this on the bottom. Really want a Murasa here. Only a bad player is gonna let that through with Pestilence on board, knowing that he's got that too. It was tough throwing two flash creatures out, but they both, you know, the one backside, knowing he's got the Edict and Pestilence on board, and he was going to be at 4 life anyway. Even though we drew a land instead, it would have been nice if we do something real. Try this again. Well, that'll at least stop the bleeding. Of course, he's just going to wipe it for 2. Then I take 4. Well, at least he has to do pain to himself. Let's try it. It was so cool. We had him at 1 life. I had a longbow out, and it felt like we got Radiant Fountain, then Radiant Fountain, then everything coming down. No. At least we get some more intel on games 2 and 3. Hopefully 3. What do I care? We're playing for free anyway. Always feels like a awesome victory when you can play a rogue that way. We're keeping our dudes alive. Let's go. We're all in. Come on, ostracize us or castigate us. One of those horrible words. Roman legions. Man. Psionic Blast? I wish. What's that? 4 blue damage? I forget that rare. Oh, come on. Boy, this guy's playing conservative. I should take notes. Down we go. Ah. Come on. Man, oh man. Kapow. No more lifelands. He's just got the Edict there. Alright. Passing dead. He attacks, trips for 1 after the Edict, and we're dead. Got a block here. Oh, that's just cruel. Now we're tied up. Hey, they actually hit. Usually I keep that for Wretch Mine. Not that anybody's playing that often these days, but alright. Lose this first one. This is probably one of the only scenarios where I wish I had Relic instead of multiple Macabre loss, we'll call it. Pestilence control. Let's do this. Alright. First, let's lose some things. We saw a lot of Dispels and such, but I think maybe we can stick with 2 Dispels. Relic's really good. I don't think we bring in Macabre here. Nature's Claim feels really good, but I also don't want to have it get pulled with Castigate too much. So, all right, Terrifying Presence out of the question. Serrated Arrows pretty good against Guardian. I don't know if it's that good, but it's yet another way I can turn off. Of course, I kind of want to focus on being the aggro. If we're going to lose anything, we're going to lose some spells. I'm going to lose 1 longbow. Another Dispel. My longbows don't really seem like they have much teeth against, unless he just, all of his creatures were hiding somewhere else. I think I want to bring in the Nature's Claim. What do you guys think? 1 arrow, 2 claim, all 3 claim, no arrows. I want to kind of lean heavily on the creatures here. Viridian Longbow, if it shows up, that's nice. Don't really care. I'm more after turning creatures sideways. So if I'm going to lose any creature, it's probably the Recluse. It only does 1 damage. Please don't get quiet in chat, guys. This is when I needed the little hive mind. Played this all of about 2 or 3 times in the last 6 months, so don't consider me an expert. 1, 2 I like for sure. Serrated Arrows, just... It's not like we're getting chittering rats here. Gunk Splash shows up. And a Macabre. The Macabre so far, the only thing that's good for are the edicts. Yeah, we had him at 1 with it on board. Although I think I would rather... Arrows represents at least a way to kill their dude. 20 seconds. Let me take out a Recluse. Alright, let's try this. 1 Arrows, 1 Macabre, lost a Recluse. Might even lose a long... See, if all of a sudden if it comes in with all these creatures now, I'd be like, son of a gun. But with Pulse of Murasa, 1 Macabre, that's technically like running 4 if we see them or it, and then the other. So we'll see. Let's go. All right. Good hand. We'll keep. I love 4-land keeps in this one. Just like, don't show me anymore. I just want to keep going here. Hey, let's get a little... Coming to play tap land or something. Give us a chance. And dead weight. Dead meat. Alright, probably just Preordain here. Drop Thornwood Falls. Get our mana right. I don't see that being that relevant yet. I'm going to Preordain first. Like this. Top. Top. I'll play it again. Yeah, I got another one. He sees top top or she sees top top. Maybe they think it's a ninja. I'll use another spell on it. Nope. All right. Hey. It's like our fairy had haste from the beginning. All right. We've got this, that, that. This will buy us time. Got him on an 18 turn clock. What you gonna do when the miscreant runs wild on you? Let's do it. This is weird that I'm not used to being in the new studio here. We've got a window here, so the light just slowly shifting and changing. It's strange. I'm used to being in kind of a black tunnel of sorts. All right, here we are. Mana's right. Feeling good. Let's go. Keep our options open. Drawing cards. All right. Counter magic open. Sprite available. What do we got here? Edict. I'll throw this out. They had 1 mana spells. Oh, nope. Good for them. All right. Okay. We got it. Still got our hard counter until Nature's Claim shows up. Gotta kind of stay ready for Pestilence. We'll play this. Sit back on Counterspell and Murasa. Probably bring back Miscreant just for the draw. Dick's been doing good, Ball Unicorn. I was just mentioning you earlier. It's been a while since I seen your stream. Good to have you back. Yeah, we're 3-1, trying for 4-1. Last round was very suspicious. Got super lucky with an auto scoop. I think something outside of playing online happened to our opponent, because other than being up on time, seemed like we were pretty set. All right, it's going to grab something here. Rather not give him the info. You need another spell to get that one over on me, sir. Oh, looks like you've got it. Oh, never mind. All right, come on, let's draw into another counter spell. So activate our ninja and protect it. 1 edict, 3, 4, 5. Here we are. There it is. And here we go. Boom, boom. Bring this back. Replay it. Pretend like we've got mana for it. Yes. Cool. Drop this. At least we got Edict Insurance. Yeah, Ball Unicorn, have you been streaming lately? Because I was just, I remember when we first started doing the thing, you were pretty constant, but I apologize if I got that inaccurate. I just think it's been a while since we're probably just hitting and missing on our days we choose. What do we got here? Is this Pestilence? God, I wish we had counters. Ah, no, it's that. All right, you get us. Bring this up. No, I've been really busy. I haven't streamed in like a year, so that sounds about right. I was wondering if it was in my head or not. Well, I like the land. I like the creature, but it's not that good against this deck. That's actually the worst card in our deck against this matchup. Bottom, top. Oh, hit my land drop, please. Edict. 2, 4, 6, 7. He's already got it. Let's bring this out. I considered Murasa there. Since we've only got one arrow, I want to make it count so we can at least kill his you-know-who. Guardian of the Color Pact. Alright. Down comes the Sentinels. Read the bones. Like Monty Python said, look at the bones! Unicorn, you and I are opposite. I have been nothing but not busy, except for the move recently. This has been a very quiet few months. Wishing I could work. Well, is anything else? I'm going to grab the Sprite. I know it's not much of a secret, but knowing that he's got an Edict, I want to try to steal that back, do something with it, so I'll just end of turn that. Maybe turn on the ninja, draw a card. This is starting to feel like it's slipping away. All right, blue he calls. Oh, talk about a nice call. So surprised people don't play this more with the, he's got the cool art to go along with. Well, if we're going to get beat, at least they've got nice aesthetic choices. It's not that white bordered crap. You're right. I'm doing it. Huzzah. As I throw away my green source that could have maybe done something with it. We're still going to turn this sideways. Doink. Hiya! Take that. Oh, okay. I guess you can. Never mind. All right. Come on, deck. Show up. Another few Murasas would be nice. Ha! Even at this stage, you know, go grab the Ash Barrens, thin out your deck more. Lots of options. You know, we're ahead on life and such, but boy, this just feels unbeatable at this point. Look at all that mana. Huge tracts of mana. And this is the stage when you do drop Relic, you just want to pitch it, because it's just, that's a lot of stuff to wade through. Alright. We'll kill that. Now there's no reason to get rid of the yard. Up comes the life. Yeah, another of those counter arguments to white's the worst color in Pauper. Really? I don't agree. It handles everything. I want this just for the draw. Not that we have a Murasa in our hand. I'm just going to trip it. Draw some cards. Okay. I'll try to keep him honest. Dun, dun, dun. Maybe I use the arrows once on the sentinels and then leave it alone just so I can block it indefinitely, not get picked apart. Bye, Unicorn. All right, Olash in the house. Good to see you. I'm not sure there is one. I know there's a best color. That's probably definitely blue. All right. Let me do this. All right. We are 3-1. This is the very last match, and it is not going well. COP me is what it should be called. All right, well, I'm just gonna pass the turn. We're not even up on time. If the times were reversed, I'm gonna attack there to just pull the old jerk move and make him use his stuff. But this is over, guys. We're gonna 3-2 for sure. Yeah, I'd kind of side with you there, Maverick Girl. Green can be pretty dominant, can't it? All right. Well, we'll trip this. We'll do a little double block here. We'll at least get some value. No drawbacks. Serrated Arrows makes me want to play Proliferate. That is a lot of fun. Not a serious fun, but just fun. Couple merit lagers in you, fun. Gin and tonic, etc. All right. Hey, we get to use this. How cool is that? Booyah. Blue's feeling blue. Let's do it. Come on, Sentinels. What you got? Majuka Bog. Yeah. I think I played that one already. Ooh, look at this. All right. I don't know why I want to do that with that out, but okay. All right. Oh, to have that last counter on there. What was I thinking? Down on life, down on everything. Yikes. I'm about to scoop here, guys. The Monarch's just getting out of control. Tons of mana, and now we can't hurt him. Gonna extend the hand here, if only digitally. Go like this. All right, gonna roll to a few things here, guys. But thanks for joining me for the very first show of 2019. We went 3-2. We lost to Demir, beat Stompy, Heroic, Bully. Bully was big asterisk next to it. And lost to Orzhov. I forget how you say that. Control, Black, White, Pestilence, whatever. I think the demise of Magic Online is very exaggerated. It was kind of a 50-50. We hit a lot of stuff today. Had a little bit of a wait, but it's nowhere near what it was just a few weeks ago. So anyway, keep the format healthy and lovely, everybody. Encourage everybody. Let's share some links. Anybody got anything they want to share? Don't hesitate. Send us pauperganda@gmail.com. Hit us up on Facebook. We're there for you. Hopefully you're there for us. And we'll see you next week on Pauperganda. Until then, we're going to roll to this. See you next time.
We are at the threshold of a new age.
Did you think death would free you from your obligation?
When the system fails, we will balance the scales. This is Gruul territory now!
Get ready for the freak show!
What is there to fear? This is what we've been preparing for! The end race is upon us!
Your skull will make a fine trophy.
Is that a Kraken? Sure is.
Don't worry, Pauper's got you covered.
And you saved hundreds when you switched.
Okay.
Cool. And he's really destroying my car.
How do you know it's a he?
We're on a mission to save you money.
Our students have a mental power and toughness that is always changing, endlessly experimenting with the latest and cutting-edge research. Our understanding continually evolves with over 200 arcane laboratories. They are shaped in clinics and grafted in the real world. From careful studies basics to full ISIT certification, we teach it all. Our campus is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ravnica. If you're dedicated to nature and science, Simic University is for you. Simic University, we don't just teach evolution, we evolve.